Ooh. Okay, we're not.
No,
Gonna-
no, I was so
I
ready.
know.
Was so ready.
No. No. No.
Hello.
Perish.
Hi, everybody.
Everyone was mad at us for doing that. So
Disgusting.
we're doing it now.
Disgusting.
No, everyone's saying Ubu stream. They all love it.
God damn it, stream! You bunch of memes.
We have Senpai Vinny. Introduce yourself.
Tyler, please don't.
My God.
I will actually leave.
Okay. Hello. I am Tyler, your gracious DM. Here with us
you.
today is Senpai Vin.
Hi, everybody. I'm AJ, and I play Vindictus. Wanna die.
Thank you, Senpai. Pat.
Anyways, then we have this serious little bean. We got Iggy here.
Oh my
God.
god.
Hi,
What's happening?
I'm Katie, and I play Iggy.
Wow, pretty
I
little bean.
don't want to die. I like the oohs from our fans.
Oh.
Then we have the stellar, muscular, intense Corvo.
Oh my god. I knew that's where you were going with that, and I was still mad about it.
Well,
You see, hi, I smell piss, and you see, I smell piss, and I play Isaac Corvo, who's a wizard, and we both smell piss, you know.
Sam,
Get
why
off
are you
me.
like this?
why?
Oh, yes.
Why?
Sam, why?
Oh.
Sam, why are you like this?
We'd like to grow as a-
Corvo hasn't been
Anyway.
back.
Anyways, then we have the lovely, elegant Maestro.
Hey, I'm Kyle, and Katie hates Baby Yoda.
You weren't supposed
Katie.
to help me. You weren't
Oh.
supposed to
Katie.
help me.
Hey.
No.
Anyways, so then
What
we have
are we?
this-
Clap on, clap off lights?
you are. Then who we have? Then we have this chick. Alice, I think.
Thanks. Wow.
We have the gracious and sublime.
You know, just for that, you don't get to see the picture of Kate's cat watching our stream.
Okay.
I'm Madison and I play Alias.
Well, good for me.
I'm
So,
gonna say
anyways,
everyone else but you.
Hell
sounds good,
yeah.
matey. You're forgetting that that's not a threat to me.
I know.
You could have sent that and I wouldn't have cared either way.
How dare you not care about Curly? He is the best bean.
Oh my god, I love him.
I thought that's Katie, Maddie.
I'm sure Katie will agree with me when she sees the cat.
Oh my God.
Anyways. Anyways. So, we have,
Hate you.
so, from, last time, as, our members, finished, blabbering about it, about stuff, they went to, they finished up all the stuff in the dungeon, as they, went into to the main room and saw the, giant mech standing there, they initiated to get ready for combat by shooting, seeing if they can distract it. But after a bit of time, they realized that it became non-hostile when Maestro laid a hand on it, and it became friendly. As Alias was searching for the arrows, they found one of the arrows in a good boy, Sparky, as they so rightfully named it.
He's a good.
Good boy that got shot by a. But so as they searched around, they found many of notes. One of them stating gloves that Maestro found, something about how they are a gift to her, they're not sure if it's to her specifically or from an ancestor, because the bones that they found, they carbon dated it to about 7,000 years old. Uh, as they traveled around on the dungeon, they found more loot and stuff like that. Corvo finally got a new spell that he was wishing for. Uh, 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 Vindictus found a chest with loot with the help of his feline focus.
I am loaded. Boy is a walking bank.
As he continues to steal all the money from the party. And found more notes. One about a flower that has been collected over a period of time that seems to be useful for the Blackwall Caverns. One stating that this is a creation of the as they learned name of it is Titan is was made in this lab for protecting it. Something about a machine that that was made, but the name was cut off at the end. And then something about from a mysterious person being written on it. Another thing that was found was a photo that was worn away from from time, with 3 people on it holding something unknown. They went to
Question, DM.
yes, player.
Was it like a painting or was it
No,
like
it was like something
It's
you could
natural.
put in a little portrait, like a family photo that you just put it on
was
like
it
your
like an
nightstand.
actual photograph or?
It was painted.
Okay, that's all I want to know because it was like a photograph. That would mean like some freaky future apocalypse stuff happened. You know, they had technology. That
They built
didn't.
a Titan, and you don't think they can build a camera?
I'm just saying.
Oh man, you can't let this hit the sunlight. That's why this underground base. This is actually a film studio.
You see, that's
All
Oh
that
my god.
that's the thing about
Titan-
artificer technologies. We in the modern world can't make super titans, but for some reason these people don't have guns, you know. But we do, you know. Kind of feels like piss, you know. If it-
Anyway,
Sam.
so we can so I can stop rambling on because I went very scattered. I'll be honest, the audience. They found this globe thing from Sparky, and as they messed around with it, they saw what they assumed to be the world, with most of it ravaged by what they can assume as elementals, and various points of origins that have stuff. As you can look on our map and see this little red thing here, where their mark is hey, stuff. Why is that there? Sorry, that's Prophet's Peak. That's King Terra's castle. I don't know who put that there. Anyways, besides that point, uh, so they went out throughout the day, divided the loot. AKA Vin just gave the loot that he wished to give away, keeping all the money to himself.
I'm
And,
just saying, if people need some gold, just ask. I give you some gold.
Hey, I can give you some gold. You may have to
Tell me
do a
back in-
favor for.
Yeah, what a loan shark thing to say.
If it was pay me back later, it's all right, you know. Just drop a cash, you just pay me some interest, take it to
Yeah. But other than that, cool. I don't know what I was gonna say, Corvo. Everyone went to things. Vin gave a call onto his sending stone and actually got a message back from Syston that night. For the audience members who read through, who listened, like we said, it definitely got cut off, and it's funny
Wait, where did you say it got cut off? Sorry.
uh it was take care of the others, love you.
Right, that's the part that didn't make it, which
Yep.
is totally appropriate for
Yeah,
Sison's ramblings.
because when the part that it cut off at the where it ended was miss you too, so it actually cut off very very fluently.
Still worked.
Yeah, still worked, just not how would have been good. Any word from Slyson would have made Vin happy.
So funny.
Yeah.
She's a dumbass. She forgets how it works.
Yeah, but yeah, she probably kept talking. But
Oh yeah.
besides our rambling, so
I'm doing mafioso. Thank you.
so as all the party members drifted into unconsciousness, there is a scene for each one of them. First one starting off is Alias. As
Oh,
I
me
will
first.
Yep, as we will move the cameraman and then me and Maddie to there. So we'll be back. Anyways, so you went to bed.
Okay.
Did you meditate or did you actually sleep with
She would have meditated.
Okay. So in your trance state, you get sort of this weird vision through it. It's somewhat dreamlike, but you can't really fully understand what exactly is happening. So you're in this temple looks in shambles, and you see some various thorns around it, and you see ghostly figures throughout the area, all looking very similar to your race. As as you hear, we must find a way to stop him before he returns. And it's about 75 years from now. Oh, you you are the ones attached to Blade at this moment, and whenever the next generation should come, it's prophesied that they shall gain the power from you to defeat him. But you must know what your soul will go towards. But where should we go? There's only one place where knowledge is vast and pure. As you see the man looking down very sadly as he says, I know. But what about they shall gain the blade next? They will be able to finally defeat the darkness. When he arrives, we will be able to seal him away, but only for about 25 years. He will become a menace, and only you will be able to find a way to truly defeat him. I understand. Go and make sure that the next one will know to place the blade there. And you can sort of look over and you see this slot in the wall that make a quick investigation check.
Slot in the wall. Investigation.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure my thing was on public.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
Okay, so you look at that slot in the wall, and you realize that it looks very similar to the shape of your dagger.
Ooh.
Understand. This is for the great good for all of us. I do. As one of the ghostly figures fade away, and you see the other one walking away. Uh, you see him walk up to this female. I have to go. But why? It's for them. This is what I have to do. I can go with you. No, this must be a journey I go alone. And you see you see the female hold him and say, I won't let you go. And very and a tear sort of drops in his eye. And he asks, what about them? I don't know. They'll be safe here throughout time, but I don't know. If we get this done, we'll be able to make sure that they have a happy life, right? Yes. And then you see as it seems like they fade, and then you also fade with them, and you go to another room, one where there's a child that looks like they wouldn't remember anything from it, and you also see a older looking elf, and you want to make a quick medicine check on both of them.
Medicine check.
Yeah,
Oof.
one for each. Ooh.
Oof. Oof. Ooh. Not great.
Yeah. So, at the state of mind you are in right now, you can't really discern who they are. Or later on, you could probably piece it together, but for the moment, you don't know.
But it's all kind of happening very fast.
Yes. So, you see them in those and the older man says, take this blade and protect it with your life. If the if the saying, if the prophet is true, then you or your sister will be able to defeat him. I don't know when we'll be back, or if we'll ever be back. But hey, uh, don't look for us, okay? We don't want you to have any trouble. But we have to go to the Labyrinth Library to find a great secret for the future. As the kid nods, and you see him have tears running down the face, and the mother comes up and says, "Don't worry, you'll be fine. And as long as you're here, or as long as you're together, you will always be able to protect each other. just make sure that you and your sister are safe." Uh, as the kid nods, and tears are still sort of going down the face as they start to walk away, and that will be the end of your dream. And one of the main, huh?
How
Yeah.
dare you make me emotional right at the start of the game?
Anyways, but one of the main things that I wanted to have you go first is because your character would wake up before every other character.
Yeah.
So what would your character, as soon as it get finished doing that, what would your character do?
I'm gonna say she probably pieces it together.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Also,
her.
you can make an insight check and have advantage on it. Oh yeah, you
It
know
me.
it's you, marksman, and you assume is your mother and father.
Who?
And so, is there anything in specific? Also, it is raining right now.
Shade. It's raining.
Yeah,
Sucks, Mr. Roofman.
yeah.
She would go out uh, and think about going up to the roof to check on him now that it's raining, but then go check on her horse and spend the rest of the night with the horse.
Okay, sounds good. And sorry, I want to just make sure this one thing because I feel like I accidentally switched some stuff around in my script to where other stuff is. Yep, I did. But anyways, see you later.
Well, fun.
Anyways, your character is on the roof, drifting into sleep, and I want you to make a quick wisdom save.
Okay, cool. I didn't even know I was next. I was eating grapes.
Like I said, be
I-
prepared because I'm just dragging you guys into here.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Interrupt my snack. Hi, stream.
Hello.
Okay. What kind of check?
A wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Yep.
Give me a second. It's just kind of like being a little buggy. There we go.
You're fine.
Not at advantage. Sorry.
Yeah. So
Thank
as you drift off into consciousness, uh feeling happy about Sison and all that, you see a weird sort of vision. Uh Everything in your eyes look a very crimson red. And it's like you're looking through something, not through yourself. And as that is happening, uh, you see a thing of Syston with the sending stone and Vintarco walking up behind her. You did a really good job messing with him. Oh, did I? Hey, thank you. Yes, yes. You. I'm glad that you that you will that you put so much time to toy with these heartstrings. Oh, anything for you, Vintarka? Oh, thank you very, very much. As he puts an arm around her and sort of a wing, his wing sort of goes up as they sort of walk away to sort of skew your vision. And also, I want you to make uh, I'm fairly sure it's another. Sorry, I have a script that I have. Hmm. No, it helps when you actually grab the correct stuff for your character sheet. That's always a help. There it is. Uh, okay then. Weird. There it is. Sorry, I looked at it and it decided no reading. Yeah, it is a wisdom save.
So another wisdom save.
Yeah.
Why is it still at advantage? I changed that. Oh, sorry. Another 13.
Okay. So that's where your dream will end off, and as you awake, it is raining on top of you, and you are soaking wet. You don't really know how you stayed asleep for those hours of rain, but apparently you have. and also your obsidian mask is in your hand.
So wait, as I wake up, the mask is in my hand.
Yes. There's a bit of a pool of water going in it because there is like facing the mask part is facing downward because it just looked like obsidian uh on you. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
all
but
that
it
there is.
doesn't look like I had it. It's not in a position where like I pulled it off my face. It's just in
No,
my
it
hand.
somewhat looks like that. Like it's it's in your hand. Uh, like if you were to take off a mask, that's how it would be in your hand.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Don't
Yeah.
like that.
Uh, so yes. Uh, I I'll ask you what you're gonna do whenever time, but now it's time for the next person, and
No.
see you around. Hello, it's your turn now.
Okay,
Hello,
here we go.
this is Iggy.
This is
So
Iggy.
yes. So as as you you drift into slumber, happy that you get your own room. Uh
Very.
yeah. Uh you you have a vision in your sleep, which of the thing in the center of your favorite spot, the place that you're planning on going back to. Uh,
Okay.
and and from last time you heard it, it was very groggly and you couldn't hear much from it. But now you hear, "Oh, Iggy. Oh, hopefully the reception's better here now. But anyways, he's I wanted to know when do you think you'll be coming by to see me?" Yeah.
Is this Mr. Demon Man?
Well, you can call me demon. You can call me a higher being. You can call me whatever you want. I just want to know, oh, uh, when you think you would be showing up a bit.
Well, I'm trying to get back to use Go, but my party members, they want to go get some rings or something first from some black
Uh,
caves or some screaming mountains or something.
well, oh, well, you're such a lovely little, oh, sugar plum, I guess. Yes, you could probably convince him into coming down here. Hey,
Oh,
uh, as he as you see just the thing because you just see the thing in the center, like the object. You don't really actually see anyone there. I see that you have some pearls and some beads, like how they say. But uh, if you wish,
Sir Vindictus gave me these beads. They're all amazing.
oh, well, I'm glad you're getting a good gift. But hey, I know that it's good for young folk like you to go around, explore the world, get your legs moving. But if I could send somebody to give you a bit of a ride, move you guys from place to place, get you there in like a day. If you
That would be amazing. What do I need to do?
just use your beads and he should appear. Yeah, just uh,
What's his name?
he doesn't need a name.
Okay,
He's
I'll just call him Paul then.
well, whatever you wish to call him. He tried so well, whenever you summon him, hey, you gotta do me a bit of a favor, something like that. Tell him that you don't have to listen to him. That that the man in charge commands you to go take me to use go.
Should I talk to my friends? It seems like a rather
You don't need to talk to them. You can just say, hey, I heard that I had a vision. A great deity decided to grant me power to travel, for us to travel back to Yuzgo. Oh,
okay, I'll try to convince them. I will, I promise.
yes. Don't
Thank you,
worry.
sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Remember, I can give you all the questions you wish to ask, and some great power if you do what I ask for.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And then you awake from your dream, and I'll ask you more about what you're going to do next whenever that happens.
Okay.
But at the moment, that is uh that is your dream.
Okay.
Goodbye. So Corvo,
Yes.
you you drift off into a great slumber, and you see yourself sort of in a white room.
In the
There are
white
no
room.
there are no rats here. Don't worry. But
There are no rats. Are there
yes,
black curtains? Are we in a station?
no, it's just a white room, and as you search around, you sort of look around a couple times, and then eventually you go across, and you see a figure standing there, uh, dark clothes and all that, with a mask on. Uh, if you want to make a quick history check on the mask, mainly for nature check actually.
Nature. All right.
Yeah, not history. You wouldn't
I
have any
assume
really history
DB is
about
not
it.
here.
Nope, DB is
All
not
right.
here.
All right. Nature. Let's see. 10.
10. So one thing that's very clear is the eye shapings on the mask are actually very mossy, covered in like tree fungus, blah blah blah. And
Ooh.
but the base of the mask is a black mask, darker than anything you've ever seen before.
Oh.
Uh, well, actually, you've seen something quite that dark, but it's not coming to your mind right now.
Can I try again as I gather more detail?
Sure, I'll let you
Okay.
have it. It's Blackwell Cavern
All
mask.
right. All
I
right.
don't know why I had you make a roll. Very obvious.
Man, I feel like this is a character development dream, but I'm too stupid to understand it.
Huh, I wonder what this is.
All right, all
Hmm.
right. Let's focus. Let's
Yes.
focus.
One thing about the moss on it, it seems to move, and that's a couple times you see the moss close in the eye parts like it's blinking, and the mouth opens up and just says, "Soon you will. Soon we will meet again." But that's not full. Just wanted to say hi. But
You cut out. Can you repeat that?
soon we'll see each other again. Not soon, but not for a while. Who knows when? What is the time? Anyways,
Who are you?
what? Oh, oh,
Does he
uh,
just go oh?
yes.
He's gonna launch a mage hand to see if he can grab the mask.
uh, as you launch the mage hand, you realize that nothing appears.
What the? I.
Oh.
In that case, he's gonna start walking towards it.
As
That's
you
who the hell
walk
you are.
as you walk forward, you feel like you're moving, but you don't see him moving his feet anywhere. But there's no distance that is gained from it. as
I'm gonna try to like lunge forward.
you lunge in same distance kept.
Where the hell am I?
Oh, you're just in a dream. Him, what are you? Where are we? We don't know. We don't know what time or place or any of that we know. Oh,
Who else is here?
just you and I and you, me and I. Who are you?
Corvo is going to undo his chain and try to see if he can like hit this guy with it.
You shoot down towards the train, and as you hit it with your chain, it puffs into just smoke, and just like sooner or later, another two.
Wait, what?
And that's when Corvo will awake. As I will go more into what Corvo does when he awakes, whenever any of that, but so that's what we'll have for now.
Can you send me a description of the figure so we don't
Uh,
waste time later?
yeah, it's a figure in like all black with a mask that is made of the same material as the Blackwall Cavern, and the sort of eyes and mouth
Like a
are
face
made of
made of
mouse.
moss.
Yes, and it moves with the words said. More of a cartoony drawing style is how I envision it.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
I guess we're done
So,
here.
yep. See you around. So, Maestro, as you are the last sleep, well, last one in the party right now. Um, are you able to? Okay, we lost Kyle. Um, okay then. Sorry. Uh, I'm going to move us back to the main area to figure out what's happening because Kyle just vanished. But we'll be back as soon as
That's actually a
I.
really neat idea.
Kyle, if you're here,
He's not.
yeah, Kyle.
He just sent a message that said I'm not in channel.
Yeah,
Actually.
Kyle. Katie,
So,
do you know what's happening with Kyle right now?
The athlete kicked him off.
Okay,
there
okay, we're gonna move back.
move,
see you there.
go.
Man, going with any amount of time to keep you to have more moments. Anyways, but
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so are you able to look at Katie's screen right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Because there is a map that you will see.
Okay.
So there it is. So as you drift into a dream, you see yourself with a sort of army of dwarfs around this man with with these two little birds and squirrels sort of ravaging around him, sort of untrusting looking at him, but and they don't seem to be attacking. A bird and a squirrel are sitting on top his head as he is wrapped around in somewhat looks like ethereal thorns. And you see his hands are bound in front of him, and you see that there's sort of these black uh, lids above his eye, and you see that he has white hair. He has, as you can tell from being at the monastery, somewhat of a monkish robe wrapped around him, and it's raining fairly hard where he is. And I want you to make a quick perception check.
Okay. That was not perception. Hold on. Okay. 11.
Okay, so you can't truly see what is uh everything that happened, except that you see that uh his right his right cuff uh cracks, and as that happens, uh you see all the birds and squirrels, uh they start to go pale, as all of them all of their blood seems to be draining out of them, and going towards this figure, as they all die, and this man is left. And as that happens, uh, then he says, uh, he says, I need more. And as he says that, um, uh, all but 16 dwarfs, the blood drains out of them and into his right hand, as his hair goes black, and you start to see a glow from behind his eye as you look at his right hand, and you notice that instead of a normal hand as you assumed, it is a very sharp, somewhat like metallic hand. The other hand is not as well off, as that handcuff breaks too, and you see this hand that's more of a it's a bit more drained, as he he dashes towards this dwarf, and you he puts his hand on the face of this dwarf, and the dwarf dies, but make a quick history check.
19.
19. So as the dwarf drops, you look at the dwarf's face, and you see a black handprint, similar to your teacher, of a man that you've heard stories of, called Tamek. As after that happens, the dwarfs start rushing in around him to try to defeat him.
I can give a guess of how well it goes.
So as that happens, he the dwarfs all swing towards him. The dwarfs have a very seem very uh well with how they swing. They don't just all attack willy-nilly. They the dwarfs blades swing to where they like barely pass over the other one, to where they all can attack very similar. But as they're all attacking, the man is able to jump through and around each of the blades. It's just as also the dwarfs are able to swap positions with each other without getting an opportunity to attack. And so after that, he strikes to the one to the right of him with his left hand, with a following up to this one, as they both die, and then he hits with a backhand of to the other dwarf, hitting that one and that one. As those dwarfs die, the dwarfs start circling around again to try to make sure that he can't escape. But it seems like he's there. So they all circle around him, and as that happens, two of them actually get a hit on him, and he just "Ugh." And as he the one right here got the attack on him, and he's very like, yeah, we got him, let's keep going, men. And you see on his left eye, right, that plating on top of it, you see a sort of molten thing happen as it shoots out a beam, and the man completely eviscerates, and he starts laughing again. Also, the blades cuts from each of those dwarfs, they seem to have been healed. Uh, and with that dwarf getting killed, it seems like he got even healed than he would normally be able to. Then the dwarfs go to a strike again. Two of them got a crit. Not two of them. One of them got a crit. And as that happened, he strikes down that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, as the same movement, as he swings his arms in sort of like how you do for like a large clap, and as he hits the heads of the first two, the heads completely come off and gets shattered into the faces of the other dwarfs, as
Sheesh.
they all lie dead, and then the dwarfs uh, go into find more ability to survive, and after that, the dwarfs seem very off key as they switch. Yeah, as they go and blades hit like nothing. Uh, as none of them are able to do anything against him, and and he swings towards the top three dwarfs, and taking the skull from the other dwarf, shoving it, uh, swinging his hand. Each dwarf goes onto a finger as he goes for more of like an upward slice. The last onto this dwarf as he gets killed with all of his allies on top of him, uh, crushing his being. And the dwarfs, the last dwarfs, go into a flanking position. As both of them swing, he jumps and goes right in between both the blades, and he grabs the head of one dwarf and the head of the other dwarf, and he just laughs. As one gets that black mark seared across his face as he dies, and the other one gets pretty much gelatinized as he turns into just a puddle. Really? You spend all this time worrying about me coming back, and you guys don't even put up good guards. Well, lucky for me, get a bit of a snack before I come and take off all of your heads. As he's looking around, like he's talking to a big group of people, Well, as I said, you actually right here, of course, to everything. But besides that point, how's everybody doing? Hope you hope you're all happy to see me. What has it been, about 25 years? Oh, I see you're still rocking my mark. Ha 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 ha! Ah, well, besides all of that, I'm I'm happy I got to see all of you on my day of rebirth.
Oh,
Time for me to finally take what's rightfully mine. Gain the knowledge that you took away from me. Yeah, and see what you did with her. See see what I need to do to you to finally get her back. But besides that point, I would wish for you to actually tell me if any of you have the balls to do it. I don't know if any of you would. How about you, old man? And do you think you would? Do you have the secret? Oh, I see we got a couple youngsters around here. But we have a couple old time friends of mine. Oh, how's your husband doing? All right, I killed him. But without any further ado, who is able to tell me where she is? No, does no one even know where she is? Is there anybody who will? I smell her on you. Hello? Don't think I've seen you around the monastery. As he looks directly at you. Are you a newbie? Oh.
me?
Oh. I guess you can talk. Oh, you guys all just quaking in fear. Yeah, I just had a bit of a snack. Don't you need to don't you try to just disrespect me by keeping your mouth shut. But yes, I smell her on you. Where is she? Oh, did they not? Oh, did they not tell you? Things around the monastery? Well, I guess they always try to keep a big secret around there.
They
But,
they didn't keep secrets.
oh, yes. But, but I do wish to know where my Charlotte is. Do you want to make a quick history check?
Sure. That would have been a 2. I missed.
No. Okay, so, yeah, the name's not coming into mind, but just see, there is blood all around this battlefield. Like, there is mangled corpses and everything everywhere around him. But, he has
Does he,
blood
like-
on. Huh?
Does he seem fully aware of me?
It seems like it, yes. And, also, one thing that you notice is, he has blood all over him, but, every so often it seems like it's going away, and if you look at his, right hand, has no blood on it.
Huh.
Well, oh, if you don't, you also know where she is. As he turns around and walks over here, and he goes like, "Where is she?" Oh, does nobody know? Man, and kill like 40 He monks in a monastery and no one locks it till his tail anymore. But
Upon hearing monks being killed at monastery,
Mhm.
immediately she's gonna summon her arms and like just go in for a running punch.
Okay. So yeah, you can summon your arms and as you run in for a punch, you just go straight through him. Oh, I like this one. This one has fight in it, unlike all the other ones. Don't worry. As he reaches his right hand, clawed and all, into your head. It feels weird because it feels like there's something in your head, but there's no damage or anything. Because it seems like you're very spectral right now. Trust me. If you were actually here, you were dead. Well,
Don't be so sure.
Oh, I like this one. I like it a lot. Why didn't we have any of these when I was at the monastery? It would have been a blast to murder. It would have been so good to just destroy her, turn her into a bloody pulp.
You're not the only one who with unique tricks, pal.
But anyways, if either of you who have any information that I wish to have, I'll be around. Eventually, I'll find each and every one of you. As he looks around, and he looks up even too. Like he looks like he's looking at a very large crowd. Eventually, I'll find each and every one of you, and eventually, I'll taste your sweet. Also, a thing that I forgot to mention is, everywhere that he's walked in a 10-foot radius, the grass has withered up and died completely. And also, while you're within like 10 feet of this tree right here, and the tree right here when he was closer to you, chunks of that tree have started to wither away in radius,
Oh,
as it looked like it's dying. Well, I'll find you. Those elves couldn't keep me here. What makes you think you could keep me here? Well. What is your name so I can know who I'll have fun with tearing from limb to limb, drinking the sweet blood from your veins.
he was asking my name.
Well, who else?
Oh, Maestro.
Well,
And that'll be
Maestro.
the last name you'll hear too.
Oh. Trust me. People have
You've
said
made
that a
your
lot.
last big mistake.
Oh.
You've pissed me off.
And you've toyed with me. Toying with me is a bigger mistake. How many dwarves could you kill in a couple minutes?
Enough. And that's
Correct
the thing
answer
about
is all.
toys. They get broken.
Yes. Well, I'll be seeing you. Should I come for you first or for you last? The main question. As he says that and laughs maniacally, a pair of bony wings erupt from his spine. As an aura of just darkness appears. And I also want you to make another history check.
Okay.
Actually, medicine.
Medicine.
Yeah. As he
Okay.
also like uh from the other
Wow.
eye, and you notice that one of his eyes is completely purple. The other eye is completely yellow. Uh, his hair is completely black now, but it used to be silver. And you can tell that he is an Azamar. And you feel like something's very familiar. A couple of his looks. And I'll let you make another history again.
Okay. 8.
Yeah. Law stuff still going on, but yeah. So what is your answer to him? Should I go for you first?
Go at whatever pace you need.
Well, I think I'll go with you. Little cat lady, I'll go with you. And make a history check with advantage on that. um, it's actually you would have been able to know this a lot easier than other information, but you remember that you can only remember one uh cat lady, aka Tabaxi, uh Felicity, the Tabaxi girl that you used to train with.
You're making a big mistake.
Oh, and why is that?
Because you touch a hair on her head, and I would even think about letting you go.
More fun. But I think this is well our past parting. I think it's time for me to start wandering around a bit as he's walking away. Yeah. Which way? I'll go. Yes.
Remember, the name's Maestro.
The name's Glatomek. Nice to meet you. And it will be
You
nice
won't
to
go that
end.
way soon.
Oh yes, it will be so boring whenever I kill you. As he starts to go uh uh e- northeast.
Oh no.
What's the oh no for?
I looked at the map enough.
Yeah. Well, no, there's nothing else there. But he walks off, and that's when your dream will end. And I'm going to move everyone back to the server so we can actually have game. Be there soon.
Oh,
Okay.
As we are all done.
The world's. I knew that was
God.
gonna happen.
Damn it.
Sam was telling the
I was
world's
waiting for it to
longest
happen.
fucking joke.
I was almost done too.
Christ.
I was
God.
almost done.
Damn it.
Literally, there's
All
like
of us were like dead
there's 4
quiet.
lines left.
I was like leaning forward in
Hold
my
on.
seat.
Get back in there. Go back in there. Go back in the other room.
They were all invested in my story.
Can we get the last?
Sam, you can say the finale of your story and let the
Okay.
audience.
All right. Audience will have no context, so that might make it better. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, as he sat there, and this aged with time clown came forward, he spoke into the mic and said, "I would like a volunteer for the final act of this show." People shot up their hands, but the boy turned man, turned warrior of words, breathed in deep, and rose up his hand. The clown looked around looked around from the stage to the audience, looking for a volunteer, but the boy knew it was a victim. As he saw out, he looked at this one particularly calm individual, but didn't point him just yet. He kept waiting and watching for saying, "I need to hear you. Who wants to come down for the final act?" And as people cheered and laughed and screamed, wanting to be a part of the show, it soon died down, and he watched, and the boy turned man toward warrior of words simply said, "I do." And the clown was intrigued by this, and he called down the man. And so he walked down. And so he looked at the note card and looked at the man. And he said, "So, tell me, are you a horse's head?" The boy breathed in. This is what he was waiting for. "No, I am not a horse's head." The clown took a step back, feeling appalled by this man's sternness and power. He then looked at the note card. He said and asked, "Are you a horse's chest?" He took a step forward, trying to keep the situation back under his control. But the man stood still. He said, "No, I am not a horse's chest." A bead of sweat swept down the clown's face. He had to take another step back. He shakily licked his lips and looked at the note card. "Well, in that case, are you a horse's belly?" The boy turned man to warrior of words, rose an eyebrow. "No, I'm not a horse's belly." And then the clown, feeling like he gained control, smiled. He licked his lips, breathed into the mic, and folded up the piece of paper back into his pocket. But before he could speak, the boy raised his hand. "I have a question for you, clown. Are you the head of a horse?" "No, I'm not the head of a horse." "Are you the chest of a horse?" He tugged his collar. "No, I'm not the chest of a horse. I wasn't done, kid." He cracked his knuckles. "Then finish." And so he smiled again, but shakily this time. It seemed forced. And the clown said, "Well, if you're not the head of the horse, or the chest of the horse, or the belly of a horse, then you must be a horse's ass." He laughed, but the audience felt so wary and off-put by the power of the boy turned man to warrior of words. And so he stepped forward, and he took the microphone from the clown's hand. He said, "Clown, I have waited 30 long years for this day. Do you remember me, the boy out here with the clown backpack? The one that you called that very same term all those years ago?" Clown stammered, and he seemed to get a glint in his eye. "Yeah? You're him?" And the man said, "Yes. And I have trained all these years, fighting the monks of long lost world, to tell you this. Are you ready?" The clown nodded. I think. And the boy goes, "Well, you know what, clown? Fuck you!" And that's the end of the joke.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I want you, audience, I want you to know.
This has been like half an hour of setup.
I want you to
I'm
know,
aware
audience,
that this is something that's Sam with you.
audience, the entirety of Maestro's whatever the hell private thing, that
He was
entire
building up
time,
this story.
he's been talking. He's been telling this joke the whole time. This is finally the ending. Like, however long it took, like, us sitting here with you watching, the entire time you're watching Maestro, he was talking, telling this joke, and now we've reached the end.
Okay. Anyways,
Thank you,
Find
Tyler.
him and kill him.
Thank you, Tyler, for allowing us to
I
finish
thought
the
you
joke.
made it.
don't worry.
Oh my god, what the
I
Anyways,
hate you.
but I really did you not assume Sam was just gonna like leave you out to dry like that?
No, I knew he was going to. I just wasn't expecting the joke to take longer than like
Like,
all of our
a
things
couple
put together.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I thought it was
Anyway.
like a 10-minute joke, but he just kept going.
Anyways, is everyone ready to return back to center?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, I need a cigarette after
So,
that. Yeah.
I've got the giggles.
Oh, it's so bad.
How am I supposed to be emotional in a time like this?
I
There-
I needed to pass the time while you're in there, and that's the best I could do.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Find your ass.
anyways, let everyone back to center. Feel the vibration. Feel the sensation.
Sam, not Sam Tyler. You're not helping.
Good vibrations.
Anyways, so as you all awake, I realized Mason, I forgot to go with rain music at the end of this. So if you're able to pull it off in an amount of time, great. If not, oh well, he has music playing. Anyways, but as all this gets wrapped up, each of you are awake to it's raining fairly heavily right now. Vin, you are on a rooftop getting
Yes,
so
I have slept in the rain before.
yeah, but usually it's a lot sturdier rain.
I was gonna say this is a different kind of rain.
Yeah.
You're
Hell
used
yeah.
to.
Oh yeah, I've never had liquid rain, have I?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no,
haven't slept
it's
in liquid rain yet, so
Never had liquid. What?
he used to live on a cloud.
It
All
was
the
so
rain
high
up-
up that it wasn't rain, it was hail.
Yeah, it never actually rained.
It was all
Never.
hail.
Yeah.
So they just got hailed on as kids.
Yeah.
So this is
Oh,
his
what?
first time experiencing liquid rain. He's probably very
Liquid
confused.
rain. Okay, so anyways, so your first thing of liquid rain, everyone's awoken. Maestro, you actually notice that Alias is not there.
All of our stuff is gone too.
Oh.
What?
Actually, Vin isn't on the roof. After I woke up, he would have gone somewhere.
Where is that somewhere?
Where's the nearest unpopulated location?
Your bedroom.
The park.
He would have gone like to the woods or
Uh,
something, if not too far away.
Okay. So,
Maestro's like packing her duffel bag too.
okay.
He's gonna
So,
go try to find Mr. Corvo.
okay.
So, you said that all our stuff is missing?
No, all of Alias's stuff is gone.
Oh,
So
okay.
Maestro wakes up and there's like no trace of Alias. The bed is like pristine where she was. And the door is like still locked and she's just gone.
All right, your next character's gone. Congratulations, Maddie. That's 2 for 0.
No!
No,
The third character. Hello!
No.
Hello!
Size with an alias. Salius is our third character.
Salius.
Sally is.
But Corvo would be in his room if you're looking for.
Hey, he's gonna go to Corvo's room, but I don't know if somebody else is going first.
Roll initiative.
Oh. So, Maestro, where are you going? Just so I know that, so I know how much time everyone had.
Well, she's gonna meet up with Iggy then.
Okay. So, you find Iggy on the walk there.
Oh, hey, Maestro, I'm just going to find Corvo.
Hey, have you seen Alias?
She said she was sleeping with you or something.
Well, unless she's hiding underneath the bed.
Nope, haven't really seen her. I really need to talk to Mr. Corvo.
Well, I haven't seen Corvo, Icky. I just woke up.
I think he's in his room, I would assume. Hey, maybe Alias is with Mr. Corvo.
Maybe so.
Oh no, I experienced liquid rain. I experienced liquid rain like literally after we
Oh,
lost ice
right.
when I turned into Vin.
Oh, right. Well, you experienced liquid rain before. You just haven't experienced liquid rain while sleeping.
Yeah.
You know what?
You're awake for the liquid rain.
wet.
Liquid rain.
You're used to waking up and being wet.
Just bruised.
You can come with me, Maestro, to Mr. Corvo's room if you want, but
Yeah, I'll come.
then I would go to Corvo's room and like rapidly like knock 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 knock.
Non-stop.
So,
Mr.
Yeah.
Corvo! Mr. Corvo! Magical emergency! Mr.
You hear
Corvo!
something
I
fall
like
over.
I like that whenever Katie gets loud, it like echoes.
Yeah. Oh no, wait, I can do the falling over
immersion.
thing. Like Mr.
Uh,
Mr. Corvo.
If Corvo doesn't answer immediately, Maestro's gonna kick down the door.
He doesn't. You hear something fall over.
Alright.
roll for the door.
Oh my god.
If I had glass, I'd smash it, but I'm not about to.
Uh,
clean that up.
you do like a hefty kick at the door, but it's not breaking.
Alright.
Ah, give me a moment. Ah.
Is Miss
This is my
Amy in the area crew?
Oh, what was? Oh, my head. What was that?
Is
What's
Miss
my
Alias in there with you?
He's gonna look around.
She's not in there with you.
You just hear him kind of pause. No.
Oh, well, I still need to talk to you.
Okay. Oh yeah. Good morning.
Maestro, I don't know if you want to look for Miss Alias then.
She's already like sprinting down the stairs.
Okay.
So, where do you go, Maestro?
I'm just gonna try and like go around the radius of the town.
Okay. Whenever you walk down the stairs, you hear the barmaid go, "Oh, hello there. How are you doing?"
Hey, did you see an elf come this way?
Alias,
Tall, black and red cloak?
how stealthily were you? Or did you just walk around?
I must say she just walked.
Okay.
She's having a bad time.
Yeah. Oh yes, she went to the stable.
Okay, thank you.
You're
I'll
welcome.
go.
Okay, and we'll go with your scene after Iggy's and Corvo's.
So yeah, after Maestro Das was off, he would just, wait to be invited in.
Ham boning at the door.
Okay.
Are you okay, Mr. Corvo? I heard a bump and a thump.
I was caught off guard by your knocking.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Very bad manners. I'm very sorry. It's just, it's kind of important.
Opens the door.
He immediately comes in.
I love Iggy so much.
Such a beast.
Sits down on your bed, and he's like rubbing those beads that Vindictus gave him, and he like looks really concerned about life.
DB goes and lays on your lap.
Oh, he doesn't even pet DB.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is serious.
He
It's-
closed
That's
the
cat
door. You seem concerned. Is everything okay?
It's just, Mr. Corvo, you could help me with a magic problem, right?
I suppose I can.
Has a literal god ever asked you to do a favor for them?
Has a god ever asked a favor from me?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to be real narcissistic, but I won't.
You define God?
Like a super powerful, could probably kill me if he just snapped his fingers, type of god.
Um, I, I have encountered creatures that probably have powers from a higher plane than us, but I wouldn't exactly define them as aspects of the universe. Um, can you elaborate?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, you see, there's this god, and he says he's my friend, but I don't know if he's my friend, and he wants me to do this thing, and he says all the kids are doing it, and it's okay to summon these planar demons, and now I have the beads, and I can summon this.
Okay.
All the other kids are doing it, so why?
Okay.
He says it's totally okay to summon planar demons.
Well, I
Time to be a
don't
dad,
know.
Corvo.
I
Time
don't
to
know if
be a
we're a
dad.
planar demon.
Okay, we're gonna one at a time, okay, so what is your first concern? One question at a time.
I'm very scared that if I don't do what this god wants, I might die.
Okay, that is quite a concern. What have they demanded of you?
Oh, well, they want me to take these fancy little beads here, and they want me to use it to summon a... Oh, what was it that Mr. Vindictus said these beads can do? Some sort of ally of this demon. Or, he's not a demon, he's a god, I think. I'm not really sure, he seems very nice. He said if I were to summon this creature for him, and tell him Mr. Bossman said I don't owe him anything, I would basically get, some sort of magic spirit creature for free, which is pretty good, and he also said it could help us on our travels and get to places where we want very quickly, without, taking much time, like a day to get anywhere
May
on
I
the
see
map.
those beads?
Over. And they're the same beads that you and Vindictus looked at.
Alright. He's gonna kind of just sort of play with them in his hand.
He breaks them.
Rips off the summon one.
Yeah.
I have to say, I am not a particular practitioner of faith. I am not a cleric, nor am I a paladin. So I can't say I can directly quantify my experience in conjunction with yours. But if you are seeking my opinion, I have to say that a god coming to you and saying they will kill you if you don't obey a very...
Well, it wasn't so much killing me, but there was tension.
Okay, can I ask what god you follow in that?
Oh, I follow. Hey, Tyler, what's the water god's name?
Hold on, I think I have it.
You also have it in your
I'm looking. Religion class notes.
yeah.
Is Tishia, goddess of the water and healing magics.
What from my studies, what do I know of this god?
You can roll
Alright,
a religion.
okay. DB will help me. It's not the roll.
Oh man, he got a 1. Too bad you actually lose knowledge. What's a god?
What's a god?
20, not natural.
So yeah. So you know that it is the god of water. It's known for trying to keep people safe and warm. Well, not warm, safe and calm. There's not much knowledge on this god as there were other of the gods. There wasn't really a description of him. You know
You
that
said goddess, you're saying him.
It's God. That was Iggy's fault.
Okay.
yeah. Most clerics that go under him, healing clerics, and those who have a strong attachment to this god, feel a very good connection whenever they're near the shadow.
Okay. he will kind of just keep messing with the beads. Alright, so from what I recall, they are a god of healing and protection and comfort, yes?
Yes, very much so.
So I have to ask, why do you believe they are threatening you and want you to summon a demon, you said?
I'm not sure if it's a demon, it's just an underling, but I've never really talked to a god before. I don't know how the hierarchy works. And I just, taught pretty much from I was born, don't defy the gods, and the gods rule is law, and if I don't do this, I'm very scared I'm going to be turned into a puddle.
Well,
He's so precious.
I love him.
Alright.
Also,
And-
you know who
and,
does
well-
have proficiency in religion? The man who's not around right now. Out in the woods.
And he said this god said it would help us, and it would help our party, and it would make everything good and better. I didn't really want to summon it alone and without asking somebody.
Okay. So, okay, tell me the instructions they gave you, just so we can get our bases covered.
Take the beads, hold the beads, cast the spell. When this creature shows up, I say, and he tries to make a deal with me, service for my life, my money, whatever. I don't have to. This god is gonna kind of pay it forward for me, and I get this planar being's help for free.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't, they're threatening.
I just don't know if I should say no to a god. Is more of the gist of it, Mr. Corvo.
Okay, so he's gonna look at the summon bead. He's not gonna take it off, but he's just gonna sort of look at it. This is quite peculiar. Is there anything else specific about the dream?
That this creature could help us get to places very quickly. Like we're so far away from Yuzgo, but if we wanted to, he would take us there in less than a day, and I think that would be very helpful. Just
Okay. I guess. Well, if they say they'll pay it off, it can't be that bad.
Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? He's kind of excited.
We can most certainly try in a controlled. Have you heard of the scientific?
Oh my god.
Master Enyo made me stud it.
All right, doesn't matter in this case. So.
Oh.
You got one shot. I don't know how much the scientific method helps you.
That's the
Have
joke.
you heard of this? Have you heard of the scientific method?
Fuck.
No? Well, good. It doesn't matter in this case. Throw it out the
For
window.
nerds.
Okay, so
I'm a magician, damn it, not a scientist.
okay,
Oh my god.
so you're gonna keep looking at the bead. All right then, we will go attempt to reason with the summoned lesser aspect of your god in order to avoid whatever threats they have for you. You can tell that he's not saying this just to cover you. He's like assuring himself of the situation. He seems kind of perplexed by it.
Iggy is just looking at you like, oh my god, thank god an adult is helping me. Nothing can go wrong if an adult is helping me.
Well, let's go.
Adult.
He's gonna start walking out. He wants to go into. He wants to go at the where the woods meet the open land, away from the town.
Fuck telling the rest of your party about this.
No,
Just fucking do it.
No, I was thinking about that just now. He probably wouldn't do that actually.
And that's exactly why Iggy went to you, because he didn't want to endanger anybody, but he
Yeah.
thought Corvo could handle himself.
Now that I think before I speak, yeah, he probably wouldn't do that. He wants to go find another party member.
Yeah.
Okay.
Felipe.
You just heard Maestro go down the steps, so you can assume her.
I guess we'll see if Maestro's down there.
Yeah. As you go down, you Out of the door, go on. You run through the rain and eventually go up to Alias. Well, you'll Alias, are you trying?
No, she's put all of her stuff on her horse, like ready to leave for the day, or no, it's not on the horse, it's next to the horse. Like the saddle's off the horse, everything. She's just taking care of Midnight. And she's kind of looks like she's a little scatterbrained about it. She'll like pick something up, realize it's the wrong thing, put it down, grab the next thing, and then it's like start brushing the horse.
Oh man, this
At
isn't
one
a
point,
brush,
she
this
just
is a knife.
Yeah. Brush. At one point, she just kind of a hug.
Maestro,
What?
You up and disappeared. Oh, that's your thing.
Didn't I do that last night? What a weird thing for me. She turns to you, and it looks like she's been crying.
Hey. What happened? You had one too?
Yes? I think. I'm still confused about it. It's not I guess I kind of panicked and had to home. Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
I want to have this scene happen, but I also
well,
yeah, either pause the scene or we'll yeah, audience members, we're going to have a quick
I don't think they can
quick
hear us,
break.
Tyler.
I'm aware, but other than that point, as soon as we can, cut in, feed the mason. Cut in, feed the mason. I guess we're back. We don't know, but maybe we are.
Oh my god.
I'm getting
But
flashbacks.
other than that, we
Okay,
were
we should
we're
be-
gonna restart from the bond scene, because that's where it sounds like where we cut off.
With our loyal contact telling us
Yeah.
the secrets. So Alias looks like she's been crying. Her one eye her one eye is wiped, her left eye is wiped, but her right eye, it looks like she forgot about wiping it, so there's still the streak down her cheek that isn't on the other one, because she can't see out of it, so she just kind of forgot about it.
Okay, say that again.
So she turns to look at you, and she looks like she's been crying, like it's very obvious. Her eye is red, and she's forgotten to wipe away the tears from the right eye because she can't see out of it. It seems like she'd forgotten that it can happen on that eye. But
Oh.
it looks like she's like spastically wiped away the tears from her left eye and looked at you, but forgotten about the other one. So it's blatantly obvious that she's been crying.
You see like a quick worried fizzle of like a little electricity through her hair, and she like comes up and like comforts you. Hey,
Go on.
what happened?
It's fine. It's nothing. It's just had a weird dream, I suppose. I think it was a dream. I'm not sure. When you trance, you don't really get dreams. It's more of clips of your days, things you're worried about, stuff like that. This just
It was like you were in it, right? Like for real.
yeah, I was watching something happen. That's for sure. I'm sorry I just disappeared. I know I did that yesterday, but I wasn't in the building this time. I needed something to remind me of my family. And the ring wasn't enough this time. So I had to go see Midnight. And she like motions to the horse, who she's still got her arms wrapped around. She's hugging the horse.
Maestro's gonna like pat the horse.
Pat the schnoz.
Hey, I had a weird vision too.
Really?
Yeah. I might have to leave you guys for a little bit.
That's a joke, right?
You can tell when I'm joking.
Yeah.
Unless
What?
you guys wanna tag along.
Well, where are you going? Why do you have to leave?
It might just be a hunch, but I think my home, off its peak, it's in danger.
So you had a prophetic dream.
Yeah, but it was weird. Like, whoever was in it spoke to me, and I've only vaguely heard about him before. I thought it was just some kind of myth.
Who?
Tyler, help me out.
Gorotomek.
That's a name. Do I recognize the name?
No.
No.
I don't. No, I don't think so. Did I say his name at any point to you? If not, then no.
I don't think so. I highly doubt it. I think I'd remember a name as weird as that.
Yeah, Glero Tomek.
Although I have shit memory, but you know. It doesn't sound familiar at all.
Yeah, it's kind of a monk thing, I'll be honest.
Huh. Well, you're not planning on going and saving all of Prophet's Peak on your own, right? Like, you do realize that I will go with you.
I mean, I won't stop you, but whoever this guy is, he seems like something else.
Well, so does my uncle, but apparently that didn't stop you guys from...
Your uncle?
You... Forget I said that.
Alias.
We're talking about Prophet's Peak right now, right? It's in danger. So, the best course of action is to get all of us to help you. Fight this person that is something else. She looks
Really?
so obviously like she's trying to cover shit up. Well, judging...
Look, I'll
She-
forget about the uncle thing for now.
She'll flip open her book and hold on, I need to open up the calculator. Because I can't do simple math. She'll like flip open her book, flip to the last page, close it and say, well, we've got about 356 days left until any of us can do anything like a normal person again, considering what
You
we
remember
are.
this is the 9th day now, right?
Yes. I've been keeping notes.
Okay.
Well,
which was my excuse for the calculator.
as
until I
long
can
as it
do
gets for
anything.
me.
Well, suppose I can relate to the opposite of that then. Gets pretty weird sometimes when people know who you are and your past. So, should we find the others and see if they would go with you as well?
Yeah, Iggy seemed pretty pressed about anything, and I haven't even seen Vin.
Your childhood friend was worried and you don't know why? Did you really ignore your friend for me?
I mean, he seemed less like he was like.
She's starting to cry again, but this time she like wipes away once again only the one eye because she's a dumbass, but she's smiling again.
Look, I'm just used to people disappearing. That's all.
Well, you only have to worry about me disappearing for a short while until you find me again. Hide and seek, you know? And if you're really, really that pressed for trying to find me, I will always be where Midnight is. And she'll pat the horse. Her baby! Her baby!
She's gonna pull you in for a hug and like say, "Well, I found you."
Aww. Alice is gonna give her a hug back. And then grab her butt. Because you brought back the playful side, so she's gonna do it. She's gonna use the excuse that she's short to wrap her arms around you and have one hand on your butt.
She's gonna like kind of like look back at you, kind of just like, yeah, and like your hair is really fizzy now.
she'll like let go and start like patting it down, and then pull the elastic from her wrist. She had her hair down this whole time. I forgot to mention that.
Kind of like shocky.
She'll put her hair back in the low ponytail and go, so should we find the others before they do something stupid without the two brains of the party?
You
Hey,
really
Iggy.
impressed me.
They showed a baby ball.
Them's fighting words.
Hey, this reminds me of that time.
Yeah,
And
are we coming around the corner to find you two now?
Yeah. Well, pretty much you guys would leave the stable at the same time and like enter into the tavern at the same time they would be coming down the stairs.
okay.
Yeah. Anything that you're doing, Vindictus, besides staring
Oh, I
angrily
forgot
at
to
a
mention.
tree?
I forgot to mention she's yellow today. She's Summer. Did I mention that? I can't remember if I did. She's
Maybe.
the yellow one with the pink hair.
Good old Summer.
I love Summer. AJ? AJ?
AG?
Agi? Jet?
I forgot.
Alexander Hamilton?
I forgot I double muted myself just to make sure I wouldn't like interrupt anything. So I muted
Unlike
myself in the
Sam.
chat and also put my mic up.
Good job.
No, he would have. Vina immediately after waking up from that would have gone into the woods, and there's just a trail, like like bears marking their territory, like the claw marks on trees.
Okay.
There's just a small trail of destruction going inwards into the woods until he's finally tired or can calm himself down. How long ago did I wake up?
The same time Iggy woke up, pretty much.
Okay, so that's
Pretty
I
much,
don't know.
we're in the time of when Iggy and Corvo's conversation would end. So would you have calmed down
I
in
don't
those
know.
couple minutes?
I don't know how long it takes to get to the woods.
From where you are, it would be actually probably be about the time that they would finish the conversation.
So I'm just getting there,
Yeah.
which means the carnage starts now. Yeah, no, there are trees with scratch marks, smaller trees that are just taken down completely.
Yeah.
Like burnt, like small char bits. It's just a trail of destruction leading into the woods. He doesn't want to hurt anybody, so he's going somewhere where he won't hurt anything.
Yeah. Okay, so you go to do that, and yeah, the four of you walk into the middle of the tavern, and what do you do?
Miss Alias, you changed again.
Yes, that is a thing that Elysians usually do.
He slowly puts his hand up like, is this a hug day or is this a not hug day?
This is a, if you want a hug, we can have a hug. And she like will open her arms like, do you want one?
Yes. She'll give you a hug.
Yes. She'll like give you a hug and then scoop you up in a hug and give you like a squeeze.
Oh, this is a really big hug. Mr. Corvo has some very important things to tell you guys.
1 moment.
Okay.
He's
She'll
gonna-
slowly
he's gonna
set Iggy down.
He's going to message Maestro. She seems a bit disheveled. Should I clean her up?
Has anyone told her about the fact that she's still like got the right
I don't think
attitude?
Maestro mentioned it. That's why Corpo's asking Maestro. Should I clean her up?
Yeah,
Yeah, Iggy, you gave her a hug and she looks like she's like been crying. She's having a horrible day. But she was like, "Would you like a hug?"
'Cause I want the hug.
She needs a hug right now. She needs all the
Did-
hugs.
Did
It's a
Maestro
big
say
hug.
yeah?
yeah.
He will unmessage. He'll go to Alias after the hug. Excuse me. If I could just He's gonna reach out his hand toward your face.
She will slap your hand out of the way, very forcefully and angrily. Sorry. That's just a. Please don't touch that.
Okay. Yeah. You have some.
She'll slowly. You see, she puts her hand to the left side of her face before moving it over to the right side, and then feeling the wet on her hand, goes, "Oh shoot!" and starts wiping it off.
I can use prestidigitation to.
I would rather you not do
Okay.
anything to it, actually.
Yeah, go just
Especially
hand
magic.
back.
Please do not.
He's like, okay, yeah. He like looks away, has his hand behind his back.
Thank you.
Cracks knuckles.
She's like wiping it with her cloak, and just.
Iggy offers his hanky.
Aw, it's so cute. She'll like look down at you offering the hanky and just give you another hug.
Oh, lots of hugs today. Okay, I will note this down.
She's having an emotional kind of day.
But you kind of scratch Fine's neck. Yeah. We are attempting to investigate a strange dream Iggy seemed to have. He says Ignis, excuse me. That Ignis seemed to have.
Oh, strange dreams all around then. She'll like look up at Maestro.
Yeah, you too.
I believe we all have had a collective dream experience similarly. Whatever. He seems to be caught up in the current task. He doesn't seem to want to talk about anything else.
All right,
yeah.
what's the thing you're doing? What's the thing you want to do?
Apparently, the Ignis has a dream, that their god said to use the bead, which can summon a being from another dimension, to this dimension. Apparently it's an aspect of them, and we should be able to enlist its services without having to make a payment. And Ignis wanted us to go and investigate this.
Alice is gonna pull her hands away from the hug and just kind of put them on her hips and look down at Iggy and like, your god told you to use one of the beads right away. You're sure it was your god?
I'm pretty sure I didn't. I don't know. I didn't really see a face, but
to
I don't know
summon-
why.
You didn't specifically clarify. That's why I wanted to investigate in a more private environment.
It was like an orb of I don't know. I'm confused. He
Okay.
looks down.
It's like does the hand on the bridge of the nose thing. So you're going to summon a planar being that your god has.
He looks at Corvo.
She looks up at Corvo. You're
Is
going to summon a planar being with a one-shot bead.
Apparently,
Those beads actually can.
They
They regain.
regen.
they
Yeah.
were drawn.
Oh.
He was about to say.
Um,
The god clarified, saying that it could help us with long-form travel. I believe.
Corvo, hold on. I'm just going to interrupt you. Iggy, I would actually prefer to hear it from your mouth, considering you had the dream and she's still looking at Corvo.
Okay. My god said he wanted to help us, and I could use this cool little tool to summon one of his underlings, and then as long as it said boss man said do this for free, we would basically have like a portal of some kind. He said we would be able to go long distance, like Prophet's Peaks or Yusko in one day and just be there.
And did he say that you could use this multiple times or just once?
He just kind of offered. He said this could help in our. He sees well, I assume he sees us, and he kind of looks up like, is somebody watching me? um, and I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming he saw I had this item, and maybe because of my faith, decided to reach out and help us.
I do have to ask, was the exact terminology boss man?
It was just tell him that the boss said.
That seems not to. I'm not a cleric, but that doesn't seem like the type of language a god would use.
Well, I maybe should have wrote it down.
If I was a god, I'd want to be called boss lady.
Points at Maestro.
I
Summer's like trying to not smile, but she's smiling. So
okay.
you wanted to summon a planar being just right now.
Well, probably.
No,
Mr. Cola said we should probably go somewhere. Well, I know from the spell, if this player being isn't happy with the agreement, it just has to leave. It can't.
yes.
It can't do anything.
If we cannot come to terms on an agreement, it immediately leaves back to a plane of existence. So, currently, I presume if we do say, he's gonna look down at Ignis, and like he says, slow to like make sure to clarify this is right. Like, if we say to it, he looks down, boss man has it prepaid. Okay, then we should be able to obtain whatever services the aspect of the god can offer. But
That sounds right.
it does seem if that doesn't work, all we have to do is say we can't come to terms on agreements and it'll disappear. So it shouldn't be too extreme of any retaliation, but like I said, I want to go somewhere in a more controlled environment.
You should also probably do this after you have a location in mind,
I do.
which is
I want to go right to where the forest meets the plains just outside the edge of town. I don't want to do it too close to town in case something
and if
bad
this is a
goes.
one-shot, and if this is a one-time deal,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The beads regenerate. Maybe my god would talk to me again, or
the beads might regenerate, but if it was a pay-it-forward kind of situation,
I
I'm
think
not-
I
I'm
think
not saying don't do it. I'm just saying if you want to try, you should probably
Ignis.
try it on something a little bit
Ignis,
more
please
effective?
don't hide anything from us. Tell us the details of what the god said to you, okay? I can only help you so long as you'll let me help you.
I believe that he's been very clear on what the god said. I'm just confused about why you would, if it's a deal that the boss man said, does that sound like a continuous thing to you?
I didn't really ask any. I should have asked questions. And he puts his heads in his hands.
No. Alias will just put a hand on his shoulder and say, "It's all right. It's just maybe we think about this a little bit more than we step outside." She looks up at Corvo again and says, "We step outside of town like a couple feet and try it immediately."
He's gonna look at you. He's gonna shrug.
Well, are we needing to go somewhere fast? That's far away or anything like that? That's, I mean...
That's
Alias is gonna look up at Maestro.
That's the next thing I wanted to bring up. If we all have had particular dreams, I do believe we should come together and see if there's a connecting fiber between them. See if there's a reason.
Yeah, we better find Sir Vindictus. Is he sleeps on the roof?
Yes.
It's raining outside. I highly doubt he's still on the roof.
Oh.
Corvo's going to look up and cast message where he normally is, just to check.
It doesn't reach anywhere.
He's not there.
Also, after you guys get finished talking, there's there's a guy that comes in with like a raincoat. He's just like, you guys are the ones that came in here with Mr. Blue and Feisty, right?
Tyler, you're really glitchy for me. Oh, frick.
You can you hear me better now?
It's not you, it's me. Hold on.
Yeah, you sound fine to me, Tyler.
Maddie.
Yeah, you sound fine for me too.
Am I good? Am I good? Are we
Hello,
good?
can you hear
Okay.
me?
We're back.
Supercalifragilistic-
We're
I'm
back
not
to
gonna
full
continue
green.
that.
I went to red and I just could not hear anything. So can you start that over for me, please?
Okay, so as you guys are talking about where to go, where's Vindictus? There's a man that sort of goes through the door. He's covered in like a raincoat and stuff like that, and like unhoods. It's just a human, and he's just like, are you guys the ones who came in with here with the Mr. Blue and Feisty? He's tearing up the forest right now.
Oh,
I
of
believe
course
I know where he
yes.
is.
That's not surprising.
Yeah. If you guys could wrestle him up, I would really appreciate it.
Oh, I have the perfect idea of how to do that. And she'll walk out the door and start walking towards the forest.
Lacey
I'll
has
follow.
is ready.
Wait, Maestro,
Yeah.
come back here. He's gonna motion Ignis to stay as well. Okay,
What's up?
so, if you both had strange dreams, I just want to see, did you also contact something? I want to see if your connection might have made the dreams similar to each other.
If you mean some kind of higher force, I don't think so. It was more like a warning, but I was also watching something as it happened.
Well, we can come together as a group later, but don't leave just yet. He's gonna watch the door.
Do you guys follow?
Not yet.
Yeah.
No, wait, Maestro,
Yeah.
wait. I'm not done yet.
Well,
Alias, just by the way, is standing outside the door to the right, listening to them.
Okay.
Yeah, Corvo sends DB out to look for her.
Can I stealth behind
Yeah.
the door?
Roll stealth.
Does DB need to roll perception?
Yeah.
DB can't give himself the help action.
Oh, DB starts purring at your leg.
Alias is gonna pick him up and go, aren't they hiding stuff from me? They're hiding. It's just like flop him over in her arms and just starts scratching his tummy. They're trying to hide stuff from me. I've been waiting out here for a little bit.
You hear Corvo say, "This feels
scratch a cat's
incredibly weird."
tummy and have it not freak out.
What did you say, Kyle?
You can't scratch a cat's tummy and not have it freak out.
You can actually if you have a baby. You just like gently rub his tummy and then she'll like go to his head and just smother the cat with affection.
Yeah.
They're trying to hide stuff from me. Corvo, if you're looking through the cat's eyes, you gotta either get out here, talk on the road. You can just tell me that you need me to step away for a second. You don't need to be an asshole about it. Just like smothering the cat with affection.
So yeah.
He will exit the site. All right, Mingo.
She'll then look up at him and go, you know, you really
walks
don't
past.
try. You just whatever. All right.
So yeah, eventually you guys can go through and you guys can travel through Vindictus's trail very easily.
He looks very shocked.
Okay.
So
Shock
you,
me.
along
This is,
along the trail, you will find it starts off not too terrible. It's just some claw marks along some trees, but the more you walk, the worse it gets. Eventually the trees are dug into. Then there's some trees that are fallen over. There are some that are burned, some that are frozen. some that just have like radiant scorch marks kind of left on them.
Alice has
Uh,
put DB on her shoulders.
Yeah, and along all the scratch marks, you can tell that it's more than just scratches going through. They're melted because it's acid damage for primal
Yeah.
savagery.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
Yeah.
know when they find him.
So
because
yeah,
that's-
you guys find him.
Iggy, you shouldn't be all that surprised. This man did this to many people. It's fully reasonable
no,
that he did it
when-
to trees.
What?
when you find him, he's not attacking trees or yelling or anything. He's on his knees, holding his head, breathing very heavy, and there are what look like actual people standing all around him. But anyone who knows what he does, it's a major image. It's all illusions of Seiston.
Maestro's gonna tap Corvo on the shoulder and it's gonna say, "You first."
Alice is gonna walk past both of them.
He hides behind Corvo and Maestro.
You can tell that some of them are off. Some of the Seistons are regular. Some of them are the one in the purple dress, the black and purple dress. Some of them, and all of them, none of them. Some of them are trying to calm him down, and some of them are just full betrayal, and he can't pull it together. He looks full feral right now, but he's trying not to. He's just kind of holding his head.
Alias
Corvo
is-
will,
Alias walked past you.
he'll cast message.
Okay.
Vindictus. Are you okay?
He doesn't respond. He's still just kind of holding his head.
Alias has walked by the entire party, stopped in front of Vindictus, crouched down, walking by, she's also lifted the cat off her shoulder and stuck him to the side of Corvo. You know, like cats, like the claws kind of thing, just like stuck him there like Velcro. walked by, knelt down in front of Vindictus and just kind of starts like snapping her fingers in front of his eyes. Just I can't snap. Just pretend. Thank you. That appreciate that.
All of you, thank you.
Great, thanks.
You're welcome.
No, he just goes, go, leave.
No.
Don't want to hurt.
You're not going to.
Calm down.
Yes, you can.
And you'll see the acid start to drip from his claws again. Almost at this point involuntarily. He's legitimately like clutching his hands together so that he doesn't go at you. The claws are just digging into himself.
Alice still just unaffected is staying there. She then sits. She goes from kneeling down to sitting down in front of him. Just look at me.
He looks up.
Drop the illusion. It's making it worse.
He's not doing that on purpose.
And I need you to focus.
Still use the spell slot, so.
Oh yeah, no, I use the spell slot. He's an emotional caster.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
sometimes if he gets out of hand,
I gotcha.
Upon
need you to take
the
it-
spell refreshing itself, can Corvo counterspell it?
Iggy cast calm emotions.
The
Oh,
this-
yeah.
he doesn't-
you guys could do
he
either of
doesn't,
those things.
when he looks up at you and he tries to calm down the spell, the illusion does dissipate.
Iggy, you can
But
cast
there's-
calm emotion.
There's only one
Throw a
size.
rock at him.
Let AJ finish, guys.
There's
Oh my
but there's most of them dissipate, but now there's only one size left.
That one too.
What does
Take
what does it look like?
Which Sysant is it?
This
Like
one,
that?
he tries to calm down, and it looks like he's starting to come. He looks like he's starting to be okay. The horns are shrinking, and the claws are going back away. His tail spikes are coming back in, and then the same thing that's been happening for the past few minutes happens. He's starting to come down, and then his dream replays in front of him.
Alias
So,
will
do you
try
wish for me to
cover his
describe
eyes.
the? Do you wish for me to describe the dream?
Yes.
So,
Wait, we can all see it?
Yeah,
he's able to.
Major image.
He's able to. Yeah, he's
Major
able
image
to make a
illusion.
scene. Yeah. So, as you
Your
guys are, as you guys are all around him, the dream starts to fade away. You you get a sort of red hue around everything, as you see Ventarico walking up to Seiston and said, "You're doing a very good job manipulating like that." Oh, really? Thank you. Well, I'm sure that you'll continue to go on. Oh, thank you. Ooh, don't worry. We can do something like. I forgot what exactly I said, but that's pretty much the gist of it.
you mentioned
As
that.
he wraps his arm around Seiston in a wing, sort of blocks the view. As that's where it sort of ends.
The
And as the dream
second the dream starts, Alias smacks her hands on his ears and holds his head downward so he can't see and hear it. Immediately seeing Botanical, that's her first action. She smacks her hands on the ears so he can't hear, points his head down so he can't see it.
Mm-hmm. Iggy, do you wish to cast Calm Emotion on him?
Yeah, can I have a charisma saving throw from him, please?
Oh god.
Charisma save.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Ooh, oh no.
His anger might be too strong.
Oh, 9.
Nope.
9!
nope,
Thank you,
nope.
gods! Thank you, dice gods!
So, you.
RNGesus, RNGesus.
Yeah, so I can choose one of the two effects.
Yeah, if you want to press the button and show like all the effect of it.
Yes. Oh, come on. My button won't press. Ah, come on. Oh, my roll 20 is being
I'll press
slow.
it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Always happy to help a bean.
A bean.
I need pictures of Kitty as a beanie baby.
Oh no.
Yes.
So Calm
Yeah.
Emotion, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it quick.
I almost gave myself disadvantage, but I don't want to be angry forever.
Calm.
Can't find it.
Actually,
I
if
have
you
it
hadn't-
though.
Okay,
hadn't
I can
done-
also just
If you hadn't done what you did, Maddie, I would have given myself disadvantage.
Alias knows that's not
okay.
that shit is bad for you.
Well, even let me fix it on my sheet. I don't
There you
know what's
go. Already fixed it. So that's the effect.
Yes, you feel just like a sense of calm and like warmth wash over you. It's like you can't even be mad if you wanted to.
Okay, so when that happens, he goes, kill him, take everything.
Alias is keeping his head pointed towards his legs.
Just the dream. She wouldn't. She wouldn't. Just the dream. And eventually everything recedes back in. He calms down completely and the spell fades.
Yeah, and after a minute, my spell will fade as well.
We got a minute to not die, boys.
Before...
Then it ends. He just erupts into anger.
Alias does not let go of his head until the spell is fully dissipated. Like she can tell that there's no other illusions around. She'll then slowly, very slowly take her hands off his head.
Just the dream. Just the dream. She wouldn't.
Alias, also make a perception check.
I don't know why it takes me so long to find it every time. Oof. Bad rolls for Maddie today.
I used
You don't see anything.
I used a word of radiance a couple of times during that whole trek. He would have dried off and then is just getting soaked again in the rain.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't see what could have saw. So, anyways, back to you guys.
How are you doing?
It's just a dream. But it was just a dream to get my anger out. I don't know who, but it worked. She wouldn't. I know she wouldn't. And you see, he's calm now. He's not angry. There's no other spells. There's just a couple of tears coming off his face, but for the most part, he's all right.
Elias will stand up and then hold a hand in front of his face to help him up. She's not smiling, she's not angry, she's not happy, she's just very neutral. Just holding a hand to him.
He will take it. He'll stand back up eventually.
We gotta find a better outlet for you.
There's not much I can do to control it when I get out of hand like that.
We need to get you like an indestructible rock or something.
My nail.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better. I think that's why I took on your persona,
I know.
your way of fighting.
You don't get over everything in a day.
It lasts for a minute, so after a minute, he's pissed again, but not out of control.
Yeah.
DB's gonna fly over to Vin and try to rub up on him. Try to distract him. Don't sexualize DB.
I'm just purring. He's a cat.
You know what you do.
No cat purrs like that.
Oh yeah, much better.
Tried to get out of the city. I didn't want to hurt anybody again.
Which I appreciate you leaving to do this. And not doing what happened before. Anyway, these two want to summon a planar being. She just points to Iggy and Corvo.
Like he's like peering between Maestro and Corvo, like because he's casting a spell, and then he just
Iggy,
sucks his head back in and hides.
Iggy just, don't tell dad, don't tell dad, don't tell dad. She told dad!
Corvo is, well, he's going to walk over to Vin. And he's going to start, goodbye, left.
Mason. Not Mason, Kyle.
Kyle.
Oh, I was about to say,
If Mason
Cameron.
left, that'd be horrible.
Cameron.
Oh, but if Kyle leaves, it's fine. I see how it is.
Oh, I see how it is.
No,
I see how it is.
Kyle's in the room with Kyle's
Where it
here.
happened?
Yeah, we got Kyle's with Katie.
Where
He's
it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened.
Alright, alright.
I did a misclick.
Okay, what does
so-
Corvo do? He goes to Vin.
Corvo's gonna go over and see if there's any wound marks to see if he's hurt himself. So I need to make an
He hasn't.
investigation check. Or
Uh,
is that just kind of coolio since he didn't?
Yeah, he didn't really hurt himself. It was more of just
The magic,
emotionally hurt.
Right.
the magic protects his hands if he goes at stuff like that.
So yeah, Corvo kind of puts a hand to his chin, hand behind his back, sort of looks you over. We have a lot to discuss. He's gonna look at. He's gonna look to Elias, the youth in the party.
He wants to talk to you without me.
No, I was just going to suggest that we all take time to contemplate what has happened and make sure everyone is in a calm state of mind.
I'm
Fair
I'm
enough.
I'm okay now. That should be okay. But,
So,
Oh, the horses aren't here at the moment.
Hey, Vin, I feel for you, man.
Positions. Positions.
oh, I didn't even notice that we switched
Yeah.
nips.
Thank you, Maestro. Okay, I can be okay. What is it you have to discuss? Something about a planar being?
Well, not exactly. I believe that is simply a smaller part of a bigger discussion that needs to happen. He's gonna look at Ignis and Maestro. Can you come over here? I don't want to raise my voice too much.
Okay.
He's staying behind Maestro, watching Vindictus like a hawk.
So,
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that's the first time you've seen him full rage out. Yeah, that version of Vindictus.
And
that version
Alias
of
just said you killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, that version of Vindictus has like spines along the tail, the claws are extended, the teeth barely fit in the jaws, and the horns aren't slightly pointed down. The bottom horns are completely pointed down and like twice the size.
Yeah,
before
not to
he would-
add insult to injury, but he clearly looks scared of you.
As he should be. He's not
Vin is
stable.
not Vin, excuse me. Corvo's trying to get the attention onto him so that, you know, he doesn't notice that and get worse.
Yeah.
So, it appears that a majority of had some type of strange dream that is giving instructions of some kind. I want to try to investigate the dream that each of us had and see if there is some connecting fiber between them. So I want to get just know what everyone had. We will start off. Well, wait, no, you had Vindictus. Alias, can you explain your dream?
No. I've been waiting for
Alias,
that.
tell us about your dream.
No.
I refuse.
Excuse me?
I can guarantee you that it has nothing to do with what anyone could have been dreaming of.
He puts a hand to his side and he rubs the forehead of the area of the mask. Give me a moment. Okay. Maestro,
Yes.
would you like to explain your dream?
No.
Alias like smiles.
No. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
I was hoping we could get Iggy on it too. Darn it.
He was gonna say, Mr. Corvo, could you explain your dream?
Alias will like wrap an arm around Iggy and be like, "Yes, Corvo. If you're so insistent on sharing dreams, why don't you start?"
I'm fine with doing so. I just figured.
Sorry,
Nice.
guy will post the JoJo picture.
Yeah, nice. I'm fine with doing so. I just figured I want all the information I can gather, and then we can put our heads together to figure this out.
So you're the only one who can have all the information?
That's why I'm trying to have an open discussion now. I was trying to initiate the discussion openly. That's why I'm not speaking to each of you privately.
Oh, but you were going to speak with everyone without me.
When did I... What?
She's gonna grab DB and do like the petting motions that she was doing while she was waiting outside the door.
No, that was just seeing how long you would go without us falling.
That's not how she took it. So
Well, that's how he explained it.
To sum up my dream, I think some sort of last figure is back, and it's connected to my home. Not the cave, the monastery.
Okay.
And I think they're in trouble.
Alias, I do actually want you to make an investigation check.
Investigation. Am I looking for a hidden item?
No.
Darn. Wow.
Really?
I'm gonna roll like 10 acrobatics just to get all this out of the way.
Natural 20.
You got those are all high numbers. I think.
Yeah.
They're all. Keep in mind, my acrobatics is a +10.
Oh yeah.
God.
Also,
Just
I
for that
realized
fun.
that that is one of your abilities, and
Damn,
actually roll an investigation check with that ability for being a hidden object or thing like that.
Thank you, that's what I was asking.
This is for a completely different thing, but
Okay, so I get to use my perception for it.
okay.
Man, it's not great.
So you don't fully see, but you notice something pink on Vin.
On Vin?
Yes,
Vin?
it's very. Yes.
On Vin?
Yes.
Where on Vin?
Where on Vin?
Sort of sort of like
Like, like a
sort of
barbershop.
like part way down down his metal pants.
On his hands?
Pants.
Hands?
On his
Pants.
Something pink
Alias is
on
gonna-
Ben's pants?
Alias is gonna squat down to take a closer look at it.
Squat down, take a
okay.
closer look at it.
So yeah.
Damn.
So everyone sees that the Alias crouches down to look at
And
his
just out of
leg.
the blue, she was
Yeah.
like sassing Corvo, and she just pops a squat to look at.
Yeah.
Vin's
So
leg.
you get to if you want to do one with advantage.
Yep.
What about me? Because it's on me.
I'm using eye for detail.
Well, I imagine it's like this, like you get ketchup on your shirt and you don't notice until like it's really
Oh yeah.
like a bad
So
sign.
There's a better roll.
So as you look down on his pants, as you sort of like peer in a lot better, you notice that it's a pink piece of hair.
Like
Huh.
my kind of pink.
Nope. It is a completely different type of pink.
She's gonna kind of pick it, pull it off, and stand up.
Everyone can clearly see the pink hair that it was on. This.
Oh dear.
Someone was getting busy last night.
Hold on, I have to
She'll like
DM
hold it up so
Tyler, quick
so he
question.
can see it.
If you want to make a history check,
Who?
you.
Okay.
Ooh.
You don't you have absolutely no memory of anything like that, except for the tale of
The whole- Go on.
the tale of the thing you saw in India, sort of.
Yeah, that
Second
whole thing
plane.
that happened.
Mhm.
Yeah, that whole thing that happened.
Yeah.
When I pooped out of existence.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Didn't take-
you also, after that, you feel like you're missing something, like how it was back then.
Like, I'm missing something?
Yes, like something is missing from your memory.
Oh. Okay, he'll take it and just.
Vin also then looks at the hair and then he was like, Oh, you know who also had hair?
Oh my
Ice
god.
Bear.
It's fucked up.
Like, I'm just making fun of him.
No, he'll pick it up and just. Oh, this is interesting.
I thought I was the only one with pink hair. Here.
Hair.
That is something we can get to in a little bit.
Right now, you see like a little bit of like a mini thunderstorm on Maestro hair as she's like eyes are darting between Alias and Vin.
You can tell that that's not the same hair.
Alice is gonna look up at
It's
you.
a very
Take the hair back. How long is the hair?
it is
Foot.
it is a fairly long hair.
She's gonna
It's
put it
like
up to the top of
neon.
her head and just run her finger down it to show that it is much longer than her bob.
Yeah, and it's
It's also like
more.
neon.
It's a different. Like I said, it's a different shade of pink. Yours is more of like salmon, I would say.
Yeah,
And this is like pink.
it's pink.
Okay,
What a
in
man.
that case, this storm is just gonna like.
Yeah, you can. Everyone can tell that this is not Alice. It has nothing to do with Alice.
That's interesting. That will be talked about in a little bit. I guess.
Should we maybe get a bite to eat while we're talking, or do we just want to stand in the middle of nowhere the whole
I
day?
mean, at least no one can hear us here. We can talk freely and openly.
It's also raining.
Iggy starts
Oh
shivering.
yeah, I
from
keep
the
forgetting
rain.
that it's raining. I'm just looking at the like bright grass.
Yeah, the map kind of shows a dichotomy between what's happening.
Alias
Yeah.
like puts her cloak over top of Iggy so that he's not getting hit by the rain.
Oh, thank you,
You're
miss.
getting-
And his hair like kind of poofs back up a little bit, like it was deflated for a little bit.
Aw,
Oh,
cute.
Yo, let Charmander's flames go out.
The rain never bothered me, anyways.
shut up, you.
Mr. Corvo's leaving.
Yeah, Corvo just
Yeah, no,
walking
I
away.
guess
DB
we start-
following, looking
so-
concerned.
Start walking. So,
Why don't we at
Okay.
least head into one of our rooms and then we can talk there? That's pretty private.
Okay, but why don't we wait out the rain out here?
that's because fuck you. That's why I'm here.
If you really like the rain, me and you can sit up on the roof after we get Iggy inside, because she's gonna motion to Iggy like Iggy's like hair.
Shaking.
Iggy,
It's
do you
hair
see what I
put
sent
out.
you?
I will say, as Iggy
No, I
is walking
didn't.
next,
Oh, there it is.
how close to Corvo is Iggy? Because you haven't been next to
Very
him.
close. He literally like as Vindictus started walking forwards, went around Corvo to stand on the other side of Corvo.
Boy,
A-
understand.
as you walk by, he has his arms like kind of interlocked behind his back. He's just gonna reach out and prestidigitation like the water off you.
Oh.
And then
He
interlock them again.
and he's also going to say as we are walking, Mr. Corvo, what was that thing that you did when you like talked in my head?
It is a spell known as the message spell.
Oh, I bet I can do it. Let me try. And it's like he's trying to do message to you as we're walking.
Does not work.
I love him. Alias is still holding the cloak over top of him so no more rain hits him.
You
That's
Imagine
a
we
favorite of
eventually get,
his.
imagine we eventually get back to the inn.
Yeah. Iggy, do you use anything with what I sent you or no?
That was my attempt, but it's okay.
Okay. So yeah,
I
eventually.
No, never mind.
Huh?
Oh,
Well,
what Corvo? What Corvo?
yeah.
Whoa. Tyler, you do what you're gonna do. I don't want to.
No, I was
Okay.
saying, eventually you guys will get back, but if you have more things to do on the travel, then go for it.
Oh, just one thing. Iggy may have noticed since he is particularly focusing on Corvo,
Mhm.
is that his body language is very tense, and
Oh.
DB looks very concerned as he flies.
Is something wrong, Mr. Corvo?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, so it's like one of those things where you're fine, but you're not fine. Yeah, Mr. Enya said you shouldn't bottle up emotions.
DB looks at Corvo and points at you.
So, something
You
about
listen to
verses.
listen to this kid, idiot. Is what DB said.
No, if
Keep
it's
your emotions
something,
bottled up.
if it's
Go
something,
on.
if it's something private, you could always do that thing, that talking in my head thing. I keep secrets real good, and he locks his lips and throws away the key.
Can Elias hear him saying this?
Yeah,
Yes, she can because she's good. She like looks down at him and
I
like
think Martians
raises an
could hear.
eyebrow.
Martians could hear.
It's very like kind-hearted, like he's trying to make Mr. Corvo feel better.
Corvo will look at DB as DB points at you, and then he'll just look away and keep looking at the path as he walks.
Look at you, man.
DB,
Don't look at your man. No, look back to me. No, look back at your man.
he looks very sad, but continues to walk.
Elias looking down and will be like, "Don't worry, I've got a secret I can tell you later."
Oh, okay. He'll keep walking.
When they get back to the tavern,
Mhm.
Elias is gonna make sure Iggy gets food.
Okay. So yeah, you guys go in and it's like, hello. Oh, main item on the day is eggs. Wish for eggs?
It's always eggs.
So
It's never not eggs.
eggs, the magical fruit.
The more you eat, the more you realize that they're not a fruit.
You can never have egg.
The more you realize, the more you know. And that's what eggs just go to show.
May
Sorry,
ca-
I had to finish the rhyme.
Eating these eggs may cause addiction, withdrawal, mild headache, but don't worry, there's no silver lining.
God damn. We're in the inn.
We're in
guys,
the end
no,
game.
we did. Tyler, did you do this just to give Felipe the egg jokes?
What are you
Like
talking about?
as we wait, Tyler. Like as we get closer, it's like growing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After Mr. Corvo doesn't pick up on the hints, he's gonna be like, Mr. Corvo, I think I'm about to be turned into a puddle, and he's gonna hold the beads out.
Oh, yes.
Is there something wrong with the beads?
No?
Once
No, there's
again,
nothing going wrong with the
Holding them shaking, like.
Corvo grab the beads.
once again, if there's something relating to a planar being, I'm kind of the head person here who deals with planar beings.
Can someone
Iggy
please
had it.
explain? I'm gonna figure out these beats.
Does it keep growing, like even after he takes them?
Yeah, because it's not really a feeling of it's like something where it's like it's for the beads, but it's not like the beads in general.
Yeah. So Corvo probably doesn't feel anything, but Iggy's like, it's still coming. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
All right, gonna make a wisdom
Alex.
save for
I can
Corvo.
feel it coming.
Elias is gonna wrap the cloak around Iggy and give him a hug and be like, calm down, take a deep breath.
I'm gonna be a
Easy,
puddle.
champ.
I'm gonna be a puddle. I'm gonna be a puddle.
You're not going to be a puddle.
What is that for,
You
Corvo?
burn up the puddle.
The wisdom save to see if he's gonna toss that baby onto the ground or do whatever he needs to do for it to be initiated.
It's something that Iggy has to
Yeah,
initiate.
Iggy has to do it.
Oh, I see. I
You know,
guess
like,
it doesn't matter at all.
Okay.
because he
Okay.
saved, so he's fine anyway.
Alice is gonna kneel down and put her hands on Iggy's shoulders and say, "What is going on?"
I don't know. I was told to activate the beads and summon this thing and talk to it, but now it feels like the beads are like, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it now, do it, and I don't want to be a
What?
puddle alias!
Iggy, what told you to activate them? What are you trying to do?
My god talked to me last night.
Corvo's gonna cast Identify on the summon bead and see if any new thing comes up.
No, it doesn't. Because it only like initiates the things on there, not anything else.
Are you sure it was your god? I've done quite a bit of research on deities. If you could describe
Damn.
what
But
talked
it-
to you, I could help.
He was faceless. He was just like some kind of orb in some kind of like watery area, I think. He said this would help us. It would be good for the party. It would get us where we need to go.
Have I read of a faceless orb type entity? Or
You
an
can
orb,
roll.
something like that?
You can
Religion?
roll.
I assume Corvo
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to roll.
No, probably not.
Alright.
So with
I
that,
rolled It's not a 13 in total, but I rolled a 13 on the dice. What is with
Yeah.
13 today? Jesus
know,
Christ, I
but,
don't like that.
but you actually don't know of any deities that are a shapeless void or whatever. Not shapeless void, a shapeless thing. The water sounds like it's from God. You you don't know if it's coming from the water god or the queen of evil water. That's another thing that popped in your mind.
Did say he though. I remember.
Yeah. So yeah.
Corvo will go over to Alias, who is over Ignis. Okay, I do think we should at least try. Like I said, it will dispel if we don't come to an agreement. It shouldn't
Oh,
be terrible.
actually, there is a thing that I can do. I took while I was fiddling with my magic, I got a different spell last night.
What is it? Hurry.
Also, Alias, do you feel like something's off?
Do I feel like something's weird?
More of how Iggy's describing stuff than anything else.
What is it?
So I can describe. I can put down a sort of a 10-foot circle that will entrap certain entities. Things like celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, undead, even. I have magic circle.
I do think. Okay. with that,
Alice is...
we should
If
try.
if it might be dangerous, let me put down the spell and cast it within the circle. It should not be able to leave if it is, in fact, a celestial entity.
Elias is looking at Iggy between his eyes to try and get rid of his emotions and say, "Are you 100% sure that it was your god that told you this? Can you tell me in 100% certainty?"
No, not 100%. No. But I can't come to any other conclusion but this.
Yeah. Ben will explain he thought of either the water god or the queen of the water, but he said he.
I don't like it.
It's
don't-
clear-
It
It's
is
clearly
kinda
having some
fishy.
effect on him, and as we outlined earlier, it can't really affect us, it'll just disappear. I think to see if we can mitigate whatever negative effect it's having on him, we should at least try.
Yes, but the whole promise is to deliver us somewhere else.
I don't know.
Correct?
I don't know. It just said if we want him to take us somewhere else. I remember that.
Okay.
Iggy, I need you to think. Is there any place that you need to be right now?
I don't. With the party?
Just you. I want you to think if there's a place you need to be.
Not particularly.
Okay, then I need you to say, I don't have anywhere to go right now.
I don't have anywhere to go right now.
Do you believe in that?
Yes. Maybe? I don't know. This is just a little intense.
I know.
Alice, do you wish to make any sort of checks on Iggy, or?
I want to see if anything's clouding his thought, like if he's having doubts that this is his god or anything like that.
Can I see if they're undergoing any physical
Okay.
changes?
Alias roll public roll, and Iggy roll a private roll of which you of either or persuasion, whichever one. Alice, what are you investigating?
Like I said, I want to see if Ignis is undergoing any physical changes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so at least make a public insight.
It can't be lower than 15 because severe for deceit.
Yeah.
23 investigation.
So it's technically a 15.
Okay. It seems like
Telling you to do it.
present. I think Corvo has the beads, but
Yeah.
it was more of a feeling that you're having like on you of like.
It's like in me or something telling me I need to do this now. It needs to happen now, or I don't know what. It's growing though. The more time I wait, it's growing and growing and growing.
Do I notice anything with that 23?
23. There is no physical. Actually, let me do something quick.
I need to make I need to make a save really quick.
Okay.
Oh no. Yeah, you got a 15, Alias. You see he's like rubbing at his gloved hand a lot as he's saying about how this feeling is growing and growing and growing.
Corvo, you also with the investigation check, you start to see a bit of a underneath that glove that he's itching at.
A glow underneath the glove he's itching.
Alias is gonna look at it, grab Iggy, and move like 20 feet away from the group.
Okay.
Corvo's gonna follow.
She turns around, sees you following, and like flashes her dagger.
But I need the beads. Don't I need the beads for this?
I saw that something's happening to them, okay?
I
wanna
know.
See if
I know that you can help, but he needs to be calm to do anything.
Yes, you can do it.
Farther. She'll like make the motion like move away. Elias will turn Iggy so his back is to the party. So that they can't see his hand, and she will put her hands around it.
Yep.
And look at him. And just, is there something you need to tell me?
Yeah. This is what you're told. Cause he can't get out of this cause mom's being scary.
Mom just threatened Mom just threatened the weird uncle with a knife.
Yeah, not weird uncle. Right now, Vindictus is weird. Well, is he dead? I'm so confused.
No, Maestro's dad.
Maestro's dead. This is
Vin
the
is that
weirdest
uncle
fucking
that you
thing.
don't trust. Like, he's like, oh yeah, he's like war stories, but it's like, I don't trust him.
I looked back to the stream. The chat is literally a full page of egg puns. I hate you, Tyler.
You're welcome. I'm mad at my people.
Okay, I messaged you.
Okay. She'll see that, put the glove back over his hand, and then pull off her glove.
I know, I just...
She never she never said that she had one.
He had his suspicions. I don't know. I should tell everybody. I should tell everybody. I should just tell everybody. And he's just gonna turn around and he's gonna pull the glove off. And Iggy has the symbol of fire, like Vindictus, but on the opposite hand.
Mm-hmm. And it's starting to glow.
Oh, no. Can I roll Arcana? To
Sure.
figure out what this is signifying.
Yeah.
I had my mic muted, but I went, ah! Ah! I am dead!
Oh my god.
Alright, 16.
Um.
Ben would
So-
like to pull his glove off and look at his own mark and see if anything's going on with that.
There's no glowing on it, but as you look at Iggy's mark, you feel like whatever marked each of you is sort of calling to him.
Right, yes,
Calling to him?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever mark each of us is
speaking.
calling.
No, his mark. Whoever's mark is his is calling to him specifically.
Yeah, Iggy's marked is calling to him right now.
Mm-hmm.
Alice is gonna put a hand on his shoulder to like trying to calm him down.
Corvo's now going to start walking towards him.
Okay.
You'll be okay, kid.
What am I gonna do? Am I doing this or not? I don't know.
Give me your
Stop.
hand.
Take a deep breath.
He's gonna
Corvo
cut his
eats him.
trembling hand. Corvo eats my hand.
Yeah,
Cuts it off. He cuts it off.
Yeah. Do you give him your hand?
Yeah, he puts out his hand trembling.
I'm gonna read identify again. Okay.
Elias is
can I-
just like, "You're okay. It's okay."
Can I touch the glowing symbol and see if identify works on it? Do I get any feel for that at all?
What is? Send me identify and then I'll.
All right. Do you want the way I worded it, or do you want official, whatever?
I'm about to look the official. You realize that you're. Do that.
I simplify it so I can read it quickly in like combat or whatever.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I just need to have like the actual wording.
All right.
So you touch one object. Instead of touching, if you instead touch a creature through casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently in effect.
Okay.
So unless you don't know if he's under effect or not, so you don't know if that would.
So I wouldn't know if it'd work or not.
No. You can make a quick Arcana check on it.
Okay.
On Mr. Corvo.
It's all happening in the span of 6 seconds. Don't worry.
He's a fast thinker.
24,
Okay, so-
28.
So you know that it's not a sort of spell effect, but it's like if a powerful being or a god were to try to communicate through a creature.
Okay.
Alexis will stand right here.
Also, Iggy
Hmm.
Iggy has sort of like a 3 feet flashlight coming out of his hand right now.
I
Oh,
see.
cool.
Okay.
Vin-
Where's the beads?
Vin-
Where's the beads? Where's the beads? Where's the beads?
Hold on.
Yes, okay. I'm able to discern a bit of this, okay? This isn't going to hurt you, this glowing, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So don't worry, okay?
Okay.
You'll be okay, Iggy.
Oh god. Oh god. What are we gonna do? What's the
He's gonna
plan?
he's gonna look at Alias. You talked to him. What have you been able to gather, if anything?
Nothing much because this is new to me too, but I do have a question for you, Iggy.
Mm-hmm.
When you got your mark, did you have a dream where you were pulled to two different sides, good or evil?
It was like a flash, yeah. I was like awake, but then I wasn't awake, and I had a dream about that, yes.
Which side did you choose?
I chose the good side, of course.
Insight.
what-
Insight check.
Okay.
Yeah,
You can all
insight
make an
save.
insight check. Iggy, roll the either persuasion or deception. In secret.
18.
Okay.
20, 20.
We all got high
18.
insight, Jesus.
Jesus.
Maestro, are you checking too? Or
Yeah.
okay, roll a bit.
Let's see if
What
you
I
get
roll?
Roll
like,
him, roll him, roll him.
Insight.
That.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay,
it's
well,
13. So
it's very clear to everyone as Iggy starts breaking down and crying that he is lying and he definitely chose evil.
Allie. Aw.
I'm very, very ashamed that this is being omitted and found out right now.
Alias is gonna
Okay.
crouch down and give him a hug, but keep his hand to Corvo. She'll give him a hug, be like, "It's all right." But you
Just
are
holding his hand out, crying.
please,
You are a terrible liar, but it's okay. It's okay.
please
Oh.
be honest with us going forward. We want to help you. It's okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just
It's
you guys are all
fine.
good guys and you guys get rid of evil guys and
No,
The-
it's fine. Maestro picked evil too.
oh.
yeah, guilty.
Just out his friend to calm him down.
That actually does seem to calm him down a lot.
Okay. So, please continue being honest with us. Okay, so what did you see after you chose your side?
I didn't really see anything but the springs and just go where I'm from. And then a voice just talked to me and told me if I could go to them and help them, then they would give me power, but then I had to leave. The priest saw me and they saw I was marked and I bounced out with a teleportation circle and then I was here. I don't know anything about it besides that. Nobody explained it to me.
Okay,
Another reason to avoid Yuzugo.
so you were not able to gain whatever this voice in the dream wanted you to.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Can you
About
tell me
5
if the
foot back
voice?
right now.
Can you tell me if the voice in your dream is the same one you're hearing now?
Tyler.
It's not really a voice. It's more of a feeling.
Or the same one that you had in your dream?
It was not.
Oh, it was
But
no.
it did- Yeah. But,
Very different feelings, very different, completely different.
Okay.
She looks up at Corvo like, "Do you see my confusion then?"
He's gonna keep holding
I-
his hand in both his.
I realize I misspelled that, but oh well.
I'd like to, like, while everyone's talking,
Katie.
you'll see there's a small pulse of purple energy that just kind of like goes through the whole room and then dissipates. And I'd like to use a paladin spell slot and use detect evil and good.
All right.
Nice,
Uh,
nice.
For the duration, so for the next 10 minutes, I know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me. I know where the creature is located. I know if there's a place is a place of object within 30 feet. You know, if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated, and the spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, or a thin sheet of lead.
Okay.
No, other
So,
things. So, is there any undead, celestial aberrations, whatever, or anything that has been consecrated or desecrated?
I'll say that you sense a strong elemental feeling from Iggy's hand, but nothing else from that.
Yeah, you'll see. Yeah, you'll see a little pulse just go through the entire room. Nothing seems demonic, at least. No fiends or demons, just elemental coming from this hand.
Alright, good.
But seeing as we're in an elemental apocalypse, that might not be a good thing.
Yeah, like it's the equivalent of hey, here's a demon. Huh?
Is it more elemental than the rest of our marks currently?
Yes, it is right
Very
now.
much, very much so.
Also, you feel somewhat of like an elemental feeling. Make sure it's gauntlets.
I'll save that for later.
Nice.
What about the hair thing? The hair.
Well, Mishra has a
Celestial?
bit of Mishra has a lot of just elemental feeling towards her right now.
No, the pink hair. The pink
Oh,
hair.
the pink hair?
Celestial, Fey,
no.
Fiend, Undead, Aberration.
Oh,
Elemental.
Not, it's, you can sense that it's human. You don't really fully understand.
And then unconsequential, but I can sense that the cats or whatever. Because they're not really cats, they're Fey or celestial demon creatures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if it's not the thing, if it's not the elemental, my concern is that it's the elemental telling you to do it. And if you chose evil, then it might not be in your favor.
And it's a little coincidental that the very thing that it wants to summon can transport you anywhere instantly. Such places that you mentioned, like Go, the place you're not supposed to go to because you chose evil.
7-foot flashlight.
He's trying to stay strong, but as the glows gets worse and worse, he's just looking at everybody.
If I don't know how strong this thing will be or how long it would last, but it's all up to the rest of you. I can set up a circle and set it for elemental or celestial, whatever we think it might be. And it will be trapped in there.
Corvo, you said if we can't come to terms with a deal, we can get rid of it immediately, right?
If we can't agree, then it will just disappear back to its own plane. That's how the spell normally works. Yes.
Theoretically, could we summon it, tell him immediately that we cannot come to an agreement without any sort of barter, and send it back?
We could do that, and if that doesn't work, we just give it an exceedingly high price, and it probably just won't accept.
But if that doesn't work, we blast it.
Okay, so we just want to get this out of the way now, right? He's gonna look to everyone and then back to Iggy.
He nodded his head yes.
Okay.
Also, remember, we're in an inn. If this goes bad,
Oh, I was looking at the map. I thought we were still in the
Oh,
field.
you guys,
No, I stopped us before we got there.
yeah.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Tyler messaged me. I was like, no, because this would have happened before we got there.
Alright.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the map as a reference. So
You just smell the eggs from the distance.
Eggs?
so-
Ready for the eggs.
Okay, so he's going to look to everyone else. And say, he's gonna hold up the beads to everyone and say, "Okay, get ready."
Okay, hold on.
You got
You
hand
need
Vin,
Yeah.
it
you
takes
need
a minute.
a bit of holy water or silver power.
Alias will
I
take the
would have,
beads from him and put them in Iggy's
I should
hand.
have-
He's holding it away from you. He's gonna wait for everyone to get a comfortable distance away. And
I
if a
should
lot
have
of people
holy water
talk to
on
Tyler,
me.
what'd you say?
Huh?
Should have holy
Uh,
water on me.
Would you?
Definitely have holy water on me.
If
Oh,
I don't
Iggy
have
would have-
holy,
Iggy would have had a holy water,
Okay,
Uh,
here, request a bit of holy water. from me.
and in I, an iron worth about a 100 gold.
This is ore for me.
Dictus, you
Like,
got
No,
Can you
holy
use
water
holy
and
water?
powdered silver, or
Well,
powdered silver,
Wouldn't
and
his holy symbol
a
cover
iron.
military stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you're
Huh?
holding
Yeah.
it.
The way,
Yeah,
the
Well,
way I'm reading
and
no,
I,
He was
and
holding it up
I,
just to show everyone he's about to do it, and then give it to him. He's waiting for everyone to get a comfortable distance away.
okay, and after it says or powdered silver, it says and an iron worth 100 gold, would at least, which will be consumed by the spell,
You just need 100 gold then.
I have 100 gold.
which you have. So you can just run into town real quick,
Yeah, we can set
pop
it.
into a thing, and just like
Iron now. 100 gold
Iron.
here. Thank you.
Ugh.
Bye.
Okay, so yeah, in that case, he will. Yeah, he's holding it up just for everyone to get a comfortable distance, and then he'll say, "Maestro, go. You're the fastest among us. Go into town and to get 100 gold and see if you can buy a slab of iron worth 100 gold. Quick."
Wait. Iggy, do you need that to do this?
Right, Tyler?
No, but
that's for Vindictus
that's for
to,
me,
uh,
so I can
to
make
trap
a
whatever.
I can make a spell to trap whatever's coming.
Okay, I got confused what spell you're talking
yeah,
about.
I was
Sorry.
like, why are we even talking about this?
You know, I
thing?
need holy water and some iron, and then I can trap it. It won't be able to leave the circle. And if it tries to
Okay.
teleport by planar means, it has to make a saving throw.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
you would
does
probably
Vindictus clarify this?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Probably.
The only thing that he needs to know, which he's going to take a vote from the team, is if he should set it as a celestial or an elemental. He's assuming elemental, but you can never be too sure.
Alias is gonna look down at Iggy. You said, do you remember what kind of underling this was?
Just an underling. I don't really know. Elemental. It's my life. Elemental. Elemental. Vindictus. Elemental.
Okay.
He's so cute.
Okay,
Love him.
go get the iron.
Am I needing to stand away from everybody? Am I supposed to stand by the
Yeah, we're
circle?
setting everything up. Don't worry. We're not gonna do it just yet. We need to set everything up.
Yeah.
He
I
keeps
tossed-
randomly shaking his hand like he's trying to shake the light off of his hand.
Alias is
Yeah.
gonna.
Corvo's still holding
Alias.
his hand.
I toss Maestro 100 gold. I imagine she runs into town, gets the iron, comes back.
Yeah. You can grab that real quick and then that sort of a nudge.
Alias will walk Iggy into the center of the clearing so that he has more room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can do that.
I will.
After Maestro returns. Okay. Vindictus. If
Okay.
if,
Where
if the
do
sub-
we plan on? Say that. Go. Continue.
we can do it right here off to the side. But if we come to terms and agrees to leave us alone, disappear, dispel the spell so we can get out of here. Okay.
Okay. He will take out his book, and he'll just kind of open it. It'll flip to a random page, and purple light will come out of it. And he will pour the holy water over the light, as if instead of just hitting the book, it kind of just stands there in the globule. Let
Okay.
the iron in, and it'll kind of melt as it mixes in, turns into a silvery sort of like quicksilver looking substance, and it'll shoot to the ground and then form into ruins and carve into the ground and settle into a 10-foot circle.
Okay. And so
That's
he's
not
he,
10 foot.
all right. And then
Figured.
and he clarifies again.
That-
If we come to agreement and it leaves,
That's
dispel
not a
so we
circle
can
in
get out of the
general.
hassle.
I will
Got it?
dispel it immediately.
Yes, if it agrees to leave.
Yes.
Iggy,
Right.
you're gonna be having to do the talking. Are you alright with that?
I can do it. I'll be okay.
Alice is gonna sit on her knees next to him and hold a hand out in case he needs to hold her hand.
Quiver will be behind him.
Yeah, he'll take the beads and he'll hold it in his hand and he'll go to the bead that is for the planar spell.
Mhm.
He'll hold it close to his mouth and almost whisper a prayer to it and then give it a kiss and then cast the spell.
So yeah, you go to cast a spell, and at first it erupts with like water and stuff from your belief in your god, but then as it starts to circle with water, it starts to steam as fire erupts from the bottom. As the fire goes into the center of the circle, and you see what looks like a human butler appear on in the center of the circle with the
Hello.
red joust down.
Kind of fucking anime bullshit.
Guys,
Literally.
Oh
They're-
my god.
they're-
What
There
may
are
I do?
spectral, as he appears, there are spectral like cufflinks that are around his hands. They don't restrain him.
Alright.
you,
Took you long
y-
enough. If,
Oh.
my good sir, as he bows down.
He does like a little head bow. I was supposed to summon you and tell you your boss is paying this forward. This is a freebie.
Well, he did say that, but you're definitely a lot nicer. Are you sure that whatever deed you wish for, do anything for me in return?
Alice will squeeze Iggy's like a gentle, like comfort squeeze.
He shakes his head. No. 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 Actually, I don't even know if we will be able to come to any agreement.
Oh, are you sure? He did say that you may choose dead, but either way, yeah. I can get you there about now if you wish. Well, I can get you to the city. I wouldn't be able to get you in there. Most of the time, people don't like how I truly. Yeah, one of the reasons why I choose now.
Looks like at the adults. Like, are we supposed to ask the demon about why he looks the way he looks?
Alice will shake her head.
No story time really. Honestly, I don't really even really need to go anywhere, but this
Are
kind
you
of felt like it was
sure?
a first thing.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure he would love. And he could tell you everything you wish to know.
Oh, shit. Okay. 1 second, Tyler. 1 second, Tyler. Damn it. This is definitely not at a. Okay. This is to the DM.
Alice is squishing your hand.
Quiver's gonna put his hand on your shoulder.
They're like a bunch of parents like glaring at like this creepy who's like tempting.
Even
You brought him home?
even Vindictus was next to you.
Is that a
and on your
save?
shoulder.
That's so low. I don't know if that saves.
Even Vindictus was
Uh,
on your shoulder.
I'll let you have advantage if you're trying to save against it.
The temptation.
We're all giving
Yeah.
you very much to help action. You have a lot of
Yeah.
encouragement right now.
Oh yeah. Oh absolutely.
So at first you tempted for it as your friends go towards you like a very anime scene.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
See the
This
power
is.
of friendship.
I will. I'll shake my head, happily look up. I do. Since you talked to your boss and whatnot, do you, if let's say I weren't to take him up on the offer, do you think there would be retaliation, negative consequences?
Not at the moment.
Oh.
We both. I'm sure he would to see you. He has a lot of things to tell you. Very, something that may be on your mind, and but you know, well, if you truly wish, I guess. But and you can always recall my wish. All you have to do is hold on to those beads, and you can get your the other side. I'll be nice enough and even bring your friends along.
His new parents.
No, thank you. I just is this gonna happen a lot then, with the whole glowing and the kind of
No,
like forcing? No, no.
No, I was just on a timed schedule. Told that I would meet you today,
Okay.
and I don't want to make the master angry at me.
All right, all right.
Honestly, and be on the wrong side of.
Um, would you? I probably shouldn't make deals with a demon. No, never mind. You can just go.
Well, okay then. And
The moment he says
You
you,
ha-
can go, the deal is off.
mhm.
The shackles fall, and the circle stops glowing.
Well,
He will stand in front of you, just to make sure, in case he doesn't tries anything shady. Run at him and take him, my boy.
Alias is still holding his hand.
well, oh, I'm glad to know you having a bunch of good friends around here. Uh,
Oh no! Oh no!
Also, Elias, I want you to make a quick insight.
Hell yeah, love insight checks. Mediocre. Tell me what's up.
Really tell what it is, but as he sort of was looking through everyone, feel a sinister glare towards something behind you, and you can look behind you, and you can see that it is the only thing behind you is Maestro and Deebs. So whichever one you wish to believe that he's looking
Oh my
with a
god.
sinister glare.
No!
This guy hates cat.
Iggy needs an
Deebs is
insight
actually-
check. Iggy needs
Deeb-
an insight check because this is at Maestro. This is gonna literally change everything.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah. Roll an insight check.
Deebs is actually. Deebs is actually
You can
an
also get that
immortal elemental god.
healing off of him.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. I am so sorry, guys. Iggy can't lose Maestro. Iggy can't lose Maestro.
He's not good. Alias is like looks back at Maestro and then turns Ziggy around.
Iggy is gonna just tell the. Oh, guys, I don't want to. Everybody hate me. Fuck.
Be in character. Be in character.
Iggy's gonna say. Deal. Take us there now. All of us, take us there now.
No.
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 Any other creatures you wish for me to bring along?
Everybody that is here right now.
Call it off right now, please.
Hold on.
And she's
Okay.
gonna hug Maestro and start crying. He's gonna hug Maestro and just start crying and let it happen.
Alias is gonna like quickly turn and be like, the horses.
Oh, the horses, midnight!
Not
Logan's
losing
gonna
her
grab
horse.
DP.
Dispel magic. Somebody would dispel magic. Anybody can.
Oh yeah. Still
he-
work, or is this above my pay grade?
This is the 6th level spell.
So, you wish to try to do that?
Yes, I'm going to. My highest level spell slot is 4th, so
Or if you dispel magic on
Actually-
the bead, will it dispel the?
No, I don't think so. But also I don't. What are you doing? I don't know. Plus, I think it's a higher level than your pay grade.
all
above
right.
your pay
Well,
grade.
If it's higher,
this
if it's
is
higher
a
than
ripperoni, fellas. Peace.
if it's higher than the counterspell he's casting, he has to make a roll, right?
What roll do I have to make?
Counterspell.
It's
You
higher than
can
a
do
6th level
third level
spell.
or lower. Its spell fails if it is casting of spell of 4th level or higher. Make an ability check using the spellcasting ability. The DC
I
is 10
have it
for the spell's
here.
level.
There you go. If it's 3rd level or lower, spell fails, or whatever level of spell I'm using to cast it. It is
Intelligence.
high. Yeah, I need to make an int check versus the DC. Ugh, excuse me.
So DC is 10 plus whatever the spell's level is.
1 sec, I gotta. I'm a man of my word, so I won't lie. But I'm going to do it in private, so you don't see what this guy is.
Okay.
Valid, very valid.
He got an 18.
I got an 18.
So, math, meets it, beats it.
Okay.
Are we disappearing?
As he,
I met him, but I met him.
Oh no, the creature doesn't make a save, just make an ability.
Yeah, the
Right.
DC is part of the spell. I'm meeting the DC, so I meet it. I beat it.
Oh, okay. So, you
Yeah,
meet
the DC is whatever level the spell is plus 10.
What spell is this guy casting? I'm so confused.
Plane shift
Hi-
or teleport.
You're talking about that. So it's 10 plus that? Okay, so,
Yeah.
you do, meet it, beat it.
Okay.
Not meet it, beat it, you got above it, so.
So we do not teleport. Corvo summons all the fucking magic strength he
Also,
has.
as you negate it and the thing doesn't happen, you see a very red eyes here on his eyes.
Oh.
As he does not look the happiest that you have done this. I'm just trying to do what my master wishes. Could you not interfere?
Too fucking bad.
Just let him do it, just let him do it, just let him do it, just let him do it.
Nope.
We're all gonna die, we're all gonna die. I'm sorry, Maestro, I'm sorry, Maestro.
Well, as I can only do this once a day, I guess this will be for now.
Wait,
I
can he go back without completing his thing?
We
Or are we just
technically
fucking stuck with him?
we technically haven't come to an agreement. We technically haven't come to an agreement.
Iggy did, and Iggy's the
Iggy came
important
to an
one.
agreement that you guys will all teleport. So technically, this man is here for a
Are we
day.
just stuck with him? We're just stuck with him for a day.
I think this is
No.
worse.
Wait.
as-
My question is, if we came to the agreement and this spell lasts 10 days, is he gonna attempt this every 10 days until it works then?
No, he can do it once a day.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
my spell, the planar deal
Lasts,
spell,
for
lasts
10
10 days.
So yeah,
And
this man will be here for like 10 days.
If we do
But
that,
will continue to try to get whatever the deal was done within the 10 days.
If I successfully counterspell him for all 10 of these days,
oh
So-
my god.
As he walks over to Corvo, and says, hopefully nothing happens tomorrow. As he does grow, as he does actually like increase full size larger for.
oh my, hold on.
Alice is like covering Iggy's eyes. She's like,
We
"It's
will
okay."
not be
Also,
intimidated.
he summons a fire flower that after he does his words, he throws it aside as a huge burst of fire erupts from it. Do we have ourselves clear?
Do we have ourselves clear?
We will not be intimidated. We will not falter.
Alice is very intimidated.
He
No.
is terrified.
Alice
will
is like,
not be
well,
bullied."
actually, this is quite a good thing because now we can go into town and prepare and you know buy some items that we might have needed for it. She's like, fucking going off.
We will not be
You know,
bullied.
I'm a little low. I'm a little low on arrows, so maybe
Is
it's
this
a
guy
good
staring
thing.
Corvo down?
Do you want
Yeah.
breakfast?
with fire in his eyes.
Do you want breakfast?
He has a hand on Iggy's shoulder, and he has DB under his other arm, and he looks back, hiding his face, just goes, "Let's hope not."
We
better
do not negotiate with terrorists.
Alias starts like shoving Corvo towards town and is just like, well, actually, this is quite a good thing because now we can actually, prepare, get some more. I need
Alright,
more
you gotta
arrows.
move
She's
on.
like shoving Corvo out of the way, looking at this guy like.
Who's
We need to move
carrying Iggy? Because Iggy is not walking. He is sobbing.
Iggy, like, Alias turns around and was like, Maestro, can you, like, she, like, makes the motion to pick him up.
Don't worry, I can get the good sir. As the fire dies down from his eyes, as it goes very butler mode, when it talks about taking care of Iggy.
Alice is gonna step between him and Iggy and be like, actually, he's going through a lot right now. You might want to just leave him with his best friend.
If the sir chooses.
Iggy just jumps into Maestro's arm.
See?
We need to form like a moving diamond around it. I can't. All right.
I'm sorry, guys. I feel terrible.
Alice is just trying to fucking keep conversation going with this demon.
Mr. Demon Man, go sleep on the roof until tomorrow.
What?
I sleep on the roof.
You're both
No,
gonna
it's-
lay there in dead silence, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, beautiful stars tonight. Shut up."
Alice is like, actually, it's okay. I'll share a room with him.
If the sir, I will go where
Which
the
demon?
sir
The
chooses.
fire demon or Vin?
The fire demon. She's willing to share a room with the fire demon. One, because she does not fucking trust that he'll leave well enough alone, so she wants to be in the room if he fucking tries anything.
He shakes
Also,
his head and goes, sleep with Miss Alias, sleep with Miss Alias.
Okay then.
That's
Not
weird.
my
That's
type,
weird
for sure.
phrasing, but okay.
I mean, not my type, but if you ask,
It's alright.
yes.
It's just a joke. It was just a joke.
This is not. He's just
Oh.
crying.
Alias is gonna take the cloak that Maestro made her off her shoulders and wrap it around Iggy's shoulders.
Oh, Iggy's just gonna cry and probably pass out in Maestro's arms because this has been a lot, even for Caitlin.
He's a tired boy. Let him sleep.
We're getting to move on now, right?
Yeah,
you
we're
guys
walking
are
to
all
town.
walking.
Defense a diamond around Iggy.
Literally. Alias is standing between the demon and Iggy.
While it's going on, because it is raining, Iggy is getting rained upon.
That was what the cloak is for.
Yeah. But there's still rain going around him, and you see him wave his hand around, and in somewhat of a you don't know exactly what it is, but there's some sort of like a dome of fire a couple feet above Iggy that is keeping her from
that.
keeping him from being rained on.
I hate that.
So so Iggy, you will be completely dry for the entire.
Oh great, I got a demon butler. I'm from CL and this is Sebastian, everybody.
Alias is walking next to the guy and she just goes, so what's your name?
As he tilts his head to the side.
What are we
Master
supposed...
doesn't give me a name.
Well then what are we supposed to call you?
Actually, I did say his name was gonna be Paul when I was talking to the god.
Oh my god.
Do you say we'll call you Paul? Him?
I'm asleep. I'm so
He's
past that
asleep.
right now.
Sound
Iggy's
like a
done.
Yeah.
Is there something we should call you? Considering you're stuck with us for a day?
He usually calls me peasant, miscreant.
What a shitty master.
That's
You know what the fuck?
yeah.
Hey,
Ali's
you know
like,
what?
that's
Actually,
why-
wait, hold on, buddy. Actually, wait, hold on, buddy. Hold on. Like, you want to come with us? Like, we.
Yeah.
The guy
I'm already
just
down.
This sounds like it's. This guy sounds like
It
he
sounds like
sucks.
It sounds like you're going through a bit, man. Like, come on.
We all have tragic backstories here.
Yeah. You wanna room with us? It's like.
Would you rather? I don't think Iggy has it in his entire soul and being to call you that. So, is there something we should be calling you other than that?
You need like a hug. Like a warm meal.
We'll
a
go with
blanket?
whatever word the master.
Well, he is asleep right now, so pick something.
Walter.
Walter?
If the master so chooses.
You Walter. You Walter.
Alias looks like Alias does like the fucking hand to the bridge of her nose thing, like this is getting us nowhere. Does
Is
this guy
there-
look? I'm gonna call you Demony if you don't give me something. Just
Is there a title
Why
to
that?
go by?
Butler?
Not wrong.
yeah. I like the silence of everybody being like, "That's technically true." Is he wearing the butler outfit and
Yes,
everything?
he's wearing a
Oh
full
my God.
butler outfit.
That's what I was like, this isn't wrong.
Like,
Yeah.
He's just
the
simply one
fire
hell of a butler.
above Iggy is somewhat shaped like an umbrella.
I was gonna say, yeah, is it a
Those fire
suit?
things he threw look like a little flower that you put in your in like a croissant. That's what it's called, right?
Corsage.
Of course
Corsage.
Yeah.
A croissant. A croissant. Flower
Yeah.
croissant.
Tasty
So,
flower.
So,
Eat it. I dare you.
so he has it in there, and that's what sort of what he threw, the fire version of those. And as soon as he threw it, it reappeared. There's like a gem on his forehead.
What is that noise?
I think it was.
Someone's
Oh my
snoring.
goodness, Kyle fell asleep. I'm gonna
Oh.
wake him up.
Katie, go get him.
Holy shit. Holy
Man, I'm glad I'm boring.
You know, if only we were filming this.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, we have like 10 minutes of how long our streams usually last, so soon you'll get to sleep again.
This is a good ending point. This is
Yes.
good.
Yeah, this kind of is a good ending point.
Do we want to end
Yeah.
here?
I was just going to.
I'm
so
sorry,
you guys,
guys.
what you cut out at?
It was like 8 minutes ago or so.
Okay. So,
There's a demon. You're holding Iggy.
whenever you called him, said like, "Do you want us to call you like Demony?" He said, "Why would you call me that?"
She just kind of like, she kind of just like motions to him.
He looks still with confusion.
I don't know what you
Alright.
are. We're all just assuming demon because the. She like makes like the growing bigger motion.
He's an elemental. Yeah, I know what he is.
I'm assuming demon because I don't know what you are. You've told us very little. You've twisted the arm of a child.
I am here for my master's work, and the master sent me to this map.
Well, Master sounds like a dick. You want to come on adventures, buddy?
Oh my god.
Are we still on this?
Anyways, but so eventually you guys walk back to the village, and there's not really any side glances. He looks like a butler. Like your only side glances is like, who's that guy? Like probably a couple glances from some.
There's more glances at Vindictus than there are at the butler.
Yeah, more of it Victus than anything else.
The raincoat guy's to be like, "Oh, you went and found the angry guy and came back with a butler?"
Wait, I see you you ratting him up. You got like a butler to keep him under wrap?
You keep talking, country boy. I fucking ash you next. Not doing the voice, so that wasn't in character.
Yeah. But yeah, so eventually you all return back, and what do you guys do for the day of with the butler?
I'm gonna get
The
killed
full
by
day. The day with the butler.
Everyone's saying press F for Kyle.
First off,
yeah.
Well,
So
first off, I
guess
got
we
rid
can,
of. Well, hold on. First off, I got rid of elemental weapon
yeah.
and chose counter spell.
Mhm.
So in case Corvo fails, I can do it.
Oh my god.
we really want to prolong
anyways.
this process. He's gonna get a little pissed
Alias is buying arrows. She's getting the horses like prepped to fucking teleport tomorrow. She's making sure Iggy's like in a room, chill, and is probably gonna bring him up lunch and shit. Do all the mom. She's gonna do all the mom things basically.
We got 10 days, boys. 10 days.
Also, the butler would eventually do that stuff too, but I think we'll go with what the cameraman's saying, and I think this is a time to call us off right now.
They're
Next
kicking
week
us
we
out.
have Butler Day.
Yeah.
Kaiju, thank you for understanding my joke and why I wanted him named Walter.
Well, anyways, I hope everyone enjoyed today's session. Our cameraman usually gets angry if we prolong it, but
So we're just just keep going, just keep going. See how long
For
it
those
takes
of you
for
that
Mason
are
to
still
just cut us
watching,
off.
why? I didn't get to get that last time. For those of you that are still watching.
anyway,
Just
I
want
hope
to see how long it'll go before Mason.
and have a lovely day. He may have cut us off already.
I'm just waiting for him to cut us off. Now I'm just
Bonjour,
gonna keep
farewell,
talking.
Mason, goodbye.